Welcome to the stage where hearts unfold in the morning glow, stories untold. Let's play with words, a masterpiece of art where dialogues bloom, igniting every heart. Let's dive into the ocean of thoughts where waves of healing gently salt. Let's paint with words, a masterpiece of art where dialogues bloom, igniting every heart. Let's dive into the ocean of thoughts where waves of healing gently sought. Together we'll mend, stitch by stitch in the morning glow. Let's make the switch. A symphony of voices, harmonizing the air, echoing truth, banishing despair. Let's sow seeds of unity, watch them grow in this garden of hope under the morning glow. Let's bridge the gaps, erase the line in the tapestry of hearts that love shine. With every word, a step we take towards a brighter dawn for all our sake. Welcome to the morning glow, where dreams take flight in this realm of possibilities. Let's unite, together we stand, hand in hand, healing the nation across the land. Let's dive into the ocean of thoughts where waves of healing gently sought. Together we'll mend, stitch by stitch in the morning glow. Let's make the switch. Let's dive into the ocean of thoughts where waves of healing gently sought. Together we'll mend, stitch by stitch in the morning glow. Let's make the switch. Let's symphony of voices, harmonizing the air, echoing truth, banishing despair.
Well, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, and good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode of The Morning Glow. Welcome to another episode of The Morning Glow. Got a great broadcast lineup for you this morning, as I hope and I pray that we always do. I'm not important, just a question asker. My name is Raheen Ajmi out of Atlanta, Georgia, but I got my sister and my brothers from another mother, but we got the same father. First on the line, ladies are always first. Good morning, Miss Cassandra. Cassandra Alexander Green. Good morning, young lady. How you doing this morning?
Good morning.
That's all I get.
Yep.
Okay, all right, all right. Hey, it is. I thank you. I thank you, Badger. Good morning, sir. How you doing this morning? Badger, you there?
Oh, I was fighting the mute button.
Man, you know I'm going to call your name, man.
I don't know if you were going Donald first. Don't even.
Always got to be prepared. Always be ready. Good morning. How you doing this morning?
Another beautiful and blessed day. Hopefully, we can learn some things.
And we will. I guess something I got to tell everybody that I learned last night, but we're gonna get to that in just a minute. Toussaint, good morning, sir. How you doing this morning? Here come the energy, y'all. Here come the that's the drum roll. Good morning, Toussaint. How you doing this morning? you, look here. You and Cassandra, y'all must have rode the same bus here this morning.
Well, I tell you what, depends on how you talk. Our tone will change in the better than I.
Well, I'm gonna tell y'all one thing that I want to tell y'all about, man. I've actually been banned. I've been banned from posting live and all kind of stuff on one of your favorite platforms, Facebook. They restricted my service. Say it was gonna be for 180 days, but I appealed that, and they gave me back access to being on Facebook. So I'm not in Facebook jail, is what people refer to it as. But as far as broadcasting and posting, they ain't letting me post nothing live on Facebook right now. They got me on. They got me on mhm, some kind of some kind. You got me on some kind of mess. I just posted that we are live on DK. So if y'all don't mind, post something. Tell them that the Morning Glow is they can go on DKM Media Group or they can go on Roku TV. but they can definitely go on dkmmediagroup.com and watch us there. They're not gonna be able to see us on Facebook right now because they done blocked us. And Badger says something about he's been doing some research. Badger, tell them what you said happened, what you think may have happened.
Oh, some people are getting like blocked and things depending on certain conversations or topics, especially centered around the current political arena.
Mm-hmm. So basically, they don't want us to talk about their daddy. Basically, Cassandra, what do you say to that?
It's too early, Raheem. It's too early. It's too early because you know that. Please let's get started. I hope we're going to talk about the subject. I've been up praying about half the night, so I hope we hit that first.
Well, what we're going to talk, I hope what you're talking about, because one of the topics we're definitely going to talk about starting out this morning is that situation that's happening in Washington, D.C. Is that where we are?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, kick us off, Cassandra. Let's talk about it, because I wanted to talk about that the last couple of days, but I wanted to save it for Friday. Today's Friday. Let's talk about it.
This. Oh Lord. Okay. Let me breathe first. Wusa. Okay. So, yeah. So Raheem, this thing is going to get real ugly, real fast.
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah, and it is. It is. And I think it's in truth of the matter, Cassandra, I believe it's by design. I believe they wanted to. Cassandra, can you hear me?
Yeah, my phone went out for a minute. I'm sure that's by design too.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I'm so upset because I believe that it is totally by design, and we are about to see some stuff jump off that we're not gonna like.
Mm-hmm.
Last night I watched these whoever they are, military guys, looking guys in there, look like SWAT or whatever, in this black neighborhood. There's a group of black kids, young men, sitting in front of the guy's house, and they walk up, 4 or 5 of them, 6 of them walk up to them. Man, let me see your ID.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Mm-hmm.
And so he was like, well, what did I do? He said, I think I smell something coming from your door. What?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, where are we living? Well, we just in the neighborhood because President Trump, he wants to stop the crime in D.C. So you guys, y'all can't sit outside and smoke and drink on my porch.
Yeah.
I'm talking.
Yeah.
Raheem. So the young men were real. They was cool. They stay cool. Well, you mean I can't do it in front of my house, or on my porch? And he said, no, because the president is trying to clean up. I'm telling you, this man wants so bad to, oh Lord.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Y'all,
Go ahead.
Just let me, I'm telling you, he wants, this man, it ain't about cleaning up a doggone thing.
No.
It's about getting a fight started between black and white people. And look at where he started, D.C.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he is picking people that he, first of all, can't stand. Mm-hmm. And he is going in and trying to stop. It ain't about stopping no. Okay, go ahead to somebody else. Let me come down a couple of notches. Go ahead to somebody else.
Truth of the matter, I don't want you to, because like I say, we've been walking around here on this thing with our gloves on for a long time, and it's time to take them gloves off, man. It's time to take the they throwing punches at us, blocking us on different things, and blah blah blah. So it's time for us to swing back.
Everything.
It's time for us to swing back.
Yeah, everything, everything. He's doing everything, and anybody to say, "Well, he just," shut up.
Mm-hmm.
Just shut up,
Mm-hmm.
because what he's trying to do is hurt us.
Yep.
And if you're so stupid that you
Come on.
can't see what he's trying to do, then that's your problem. But he keeps saying woke, and we don't want woke. No, we need to be awake.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Because we need to pay attention to what this man is doing. And it is an attack on Black people, brown people, poor people. Come on now.
Mm-hmm.
Let us not be ignorant.
Yeah.
Concerning the devices of the enemy. Hello, let's use the whole scripture, okay?
Mm-hmm. Come on.
Because
Come on.
this is a spiritual attack,
Mm-hmm.
not just a natural attack, a spiritual attack.
Yes, it is.
And you mean to tell me everything that has to do with Black people or brown people, you got a problem with it? You
Mhm.
trying to strip our history? You trying to strip the educational that we can get through taking away grants and other things? Come on now, man. I know one thing. Nobody better come on here and say nothing stupid, because I ain't gonna be. I'm telling you right now, Raheem, I will not be
Listen.
responsible for what I say.
Listen, my thing
I
is,
ain't even gonna take responsible for it right now. I'm gonna tell it straight up.
hey, look here. I'm telling you, the gloves are off now. They punched us. They punched us. They punched us. Let's now we're gonna punch back. We're gonna punch back now. Okay. Y'all punch, y'all threw your little punch. You know, you snuck one in. Y'all snuck one in, y'all got one. Okay. Now we're punching back. Now we're punching back. So the gloves are off. The gloves are off. We bare knuckles. We bare knuckles now. Bare knuckles. Badger, talk to me.
I'm actually having to do some research because I have not been keeping track of this particular issue.
Mm-hmm.
The issue that I've been having to very much keep track of lately is the no, I'm not going to call it what they want me to call it. The gendermandering,
Mm-hmm.
if I'm saying it right.
Yeah.
That's happening here in Texas.
Gerrymandering.
Gerrymandering. Thank you. That's happening here in Texas right now. After Trump called Greg Abbott and was like, "Hey, we need, some more Republicans from Texas." I even watched where California was having their I'm actually gonna call theirs redistricting, because they're providing maps to let the people vote on which one they would prefer. And while they were doing that, there was ICE kind of camped outside of where they were meeting. So I know the most I know about the current DC situation is the National Guard being brought in and targeting certain neighborhoods and stuff. And outside of that's about the most I know at the current moment, because I've been very wrapped up with all the craziness that is being done in my state, because it's insane. I looked at some of the districting gender. Whoa, take a breath. That they're doing here, and it is. I don't. The maps are just absolutely nuts. And anyone that it's very crazy.
Yeah, let's stay on this thing about this on Washington D.C. Let's stay focused on that one, because that's really what I want to talk about today.
What is it? But everything I'm reading as she was talking and listening to Cassandra, it sounds like to me it's a test to see how our country reacts to I'm trying to remember the legal word for it. It's something martial law. Seeing how our country handles martial law.
Wow.
That to me that's what it screams.
Wow. Wow. It's a lot going on, man, and it's almost like they're poking the bear and they're looking for a reaction so that they can react. And so, is Tucson, talk to me, brother. What do you say about this whole DC situation?
Um, we used to have excuse me, I'm trying to make up. It remember about 12 o'clock, Cassandra, at night, we watching TV and they said that they did all their tests.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have been.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
And then you hear a buzzing sound. Basically, it was time to turn the TV off.
Yeah.
Go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't know what went on until the next morning. Well, y'all wanted something. Now the test has started.
Mm-hmm.
It started because he said what he was gonna do. Oh God, I forgot. This is great America. I wonder if we got anybody in their 70s, close to 80s, with their conscious mind that's willing to remind us what it was like in the 50s and the 60s when they treated them rough.
Mm.
Y'all heard that comment lately?
Yeah.
Did y'all hear that comment lately?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all forgot that comment?
No, not at all.
When we used to treat them rough.
You take them in the back,
Okay,
take them back behind the
think that
building and beat them.
You just, I'm because I usually live older than I am, but we come in on the back end of people getting treated rough.
Mm-hmm.
We was able to. I wish you would have that attitude when we was coming up in school, because we was able to fight back.
Mm-hmm.
And you better not call me that.
Exactly.
But prior to that, you couldn't even go to certain restaurants, and they had a side window or a back door.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know when the Martin Luthers, the Malcolm X's, the Rosa Parks, the those that we celebrate our history, what made them stand up and do what they did, and look at the results of what they did, what happened when they did what they did.
Mm-hmm.
The government, it was lawful for them to come with their dogs and their water hoses.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, go watch you some films
Mm-hmm.
back in the 60s, and go back and go take a look,
Mm-hmm.
and then watch some. Wait, the dust ain't settled yet. Wait till people get tired of being tired.
Exactly.
When the government makes a stand and the people are tired,
Mm-hmm.
and the resistance of government control begins.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when y'all forgot, I mean, it's just me right here.
Go ahead.
There are some people that are waiting for the bloodbath. Y'all forgot that?
Mm.
Is who stupid?
Hmm.
I know it's not correct English,
Come on.
but you act like you're not English at all. Because
Mhm.
you act like you don't have no understanding, whoever you is. I'm not even talking about me. Remember when they used to burn crosses in Y'all forgot that?
Yeah.
Remember when you beat glory, glory, and they bust the door open your church service
Mm-hmm.
and drag your black Musa right out the church. You
Mm-hmm.
and your pastor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, go watch you some videos. Get you somebody that's about 60, 70, 70, 75 and beyond with their right mind, and let them remind you how they fought a war. And the biggest fight in the war was fighting the people that went to war with them. Y'all forgot that?
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about military soldiers that went to Nam and Korea and stuff like that. And their biggest enemy was people on the same side. And then they had the nerve to come back almost in a state of mental breakdown. And then because the government that sent them to war and was the result of them losing them, the reason why they lose their mind, came back and they wind up on the streets
Mm-hmm.
that they want them off of right now. Oh, Negroes forgot. But it's been that you're going to get a reminder and it's coming.
Exactly. Cassandra, come on, take them gloves off. Take them gloves off. Talk to me. What's really going on? What do you see?
No, Reem, can I really just be honest with y'all?
Yes.
I have cried about this last night. Just us talking about it this morning makes me tear up because we have really tried to maintain, don't rock the boat. Ninja, flip the boat over at this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because now they're coming into our neighborhoods and doing this crazy crap. What the numbers show, the DC numbers, crime numbers have been going down.
Mm-hmm.
Why the heck are you talking about like DC is some rabid dog running around and everybody killing everybody and setting everything on fire? Them niggers down there, we got to control the niggers.
Mm-hmm.
And bringing in the National Guard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Into those neighborhoods. Now, I'm going to tell you, the first video I saw about these people being on the streets, the FBI, DEA, and all of these people being in the streets in DC, do you know who it was? It was a group of white folk. It was not one black person
Mm-hmm.
in that crowd last night,
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah.
It was daylight, and they were being very vocal. Why are y'all here?
Mm-hmm.
Why y'all in DC? Get out of here. There's no reason for you to. This is white people doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, so if they're fighting because they know this DC is mainly a black population.
Yeah, it is.
If they're saying something, if they're crying loud, why are we not crying loud and sparing not? No, they may not have gotten to Atlanta yet. They ain't got to Chicago. They ain't got wherever you live yet.
Yet.
If you're in a small town, you may not see that all. But
Mm-hmm.
we cannot allow these crazy behind people because, first of all, you got an idiot in the White House.
Yep.
Point blank, that man is, when God spoke to me in 2016 and told me that there was going to be chaos.
Yep.
And that man came into power, and I had an immediate, a foreboding, and my spirit was jacked up. And I kept saying, God, I'm not like this. Why am I feeling this way about this man? Because we've had Republican presidents before. I've never felt almost a hatred. I felt like I hated this man. But you know what the word says? That we should hate evil.
Mm-hmm.
And this man is a representative of what true evil really is. I'm sorry. Now, you can call it whatever you want to, but the man is evil.
Yeah.
And ever since, and any time he is in any position of authority, he acts like Hitler.
Yeah.
And if you read the book, and I've mentioned this before, if you read the book that Hitler wrote, the only book I believe that he ever wrote, there is a plan that is laid out of how he became the person that he became. And Trump follows his guidebook to the letter.
Yep.
Including attacking your enemies. Attacking them. They ain't got to say nothing. They might not even be your enemy. They just don't like what you do. That don't make me your enemy.
Yeah.
But he will make them his enemy. I'm okay. I'm gonna stop.
No, you ain't. No, you ain't. Go ahead. Tell it. I'll tell you. I'll tell you something.
No, because see, people want to say, "Oh, you're a Christian and you supposed to love everybody." Yeah, I love everybody, but I hate what some people do. And even in the Bible, people were taken out because they came against God's people. So we can sing Kumbaya while they dragging people to jail and shooting our people in the streets, because that's what is going to happen in D.C. if it does not stop. If somebody don't get control of that crazy behind man, blood is going to be running in the streets of the U.S.
Yes.
Ain't no doubt about that.
Absolutely. Rico, good morning, sir. How are you doing this morning? Rico, you there? Okay. Rico may be having some technical difficulties.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I can. Yes, sir. Good morning. How are you doing this morning? Hey, doing good. Well, I think we have a bad connection. Go out and come back in, because it sounds robotic a little bit. Go out and come back in. Okay. Yeah. While he's doing that, Tucson, talk to me, brother.
I'm trying to find it. I'm gonna stick where I'm at. I'm trying to find the last time the government felt like they needed to take over. Who was it, or who gave the order for them to go from city to city and do like what we gonna see? Last night was the first night of what's gonna happen in DC. Keep your eye on it. Because like the man said, coming to a city near you.
Yeah.
And he said it. The blue states. I wonder why. They ain't got no crime in red states. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm asking.
Come on.
Ain't no crime in red states. They ain't got no homelessness.
Yeah.
In red states. I live in one.
Yeah, there certainly is.
Matter of fact, the poorest states, one of the poorest states in the U.S. is right where I'm at. Most less educated too. But you know what? One thing about this state, you know what the majority of the people are? I'm just saying.
Come on.
May not mean nothing. Yeah. And I ain't.
It's almost like Tucson. It's almost like that's who they're targeting, the less educated and the ones that don't know, and they're targeting
and
them.
the one that can't defend themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
That and it's okay. And the police departments that you know of, they have no authority.
Yeah.
The governors, the mayors, the state representatives that you voted in, override. And if they buck it, go against it, they become crimes of the state.
Yep.
criminals.
Mm-hmm.
They become criminals. Anybody that's willing to say this is injustice at its finest, and I won't agree with it, well, you can be charged even for treason.
Mm-hmm.
So now here we are, and
And
you see it. You keep your eye on DC. I'm just saying, I don't have to be right. Okay, and let me say one other thing right here. All you, I'm gonna say it. I'm sorry. All you with your holy clothes on,
mm-hmm. Say it. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go with it. Go with it. Go
and
with it.
you got your prayer cloth, and you ready for praises go up and blessings come down. You keep on
Mm-hmm.
telling your people that.
Even
You
even
keep
even
on
even
with that.
even even after a certain point in time, Martin Luther King said, "I believe I've led my people into the slaughter.
Mm,
I believe I've led my
mm,
people
mm,
into
mm,
the
mm,
slaughter."
mm,
He had a
mm,
certain
mm,
mentality and mindset
mm.
about himself. But after a while, he sit back and he looked at it. He said, "Man, I believe I've led my people into the slaughter." And he had a
But
change.
hey,
He had a change of
the
heart.
sad,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, but the sad thing about it is we have our spiritual leaderships still excited about a man's message,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and he talking just to excite the people so they can feel like he's God's greatest gift to preaching
Mm.
while the world is on fire.
Yes, sir. While the world is on
I might be
fire.
stupid,
Come on. Come on.
and I might not be, you know, what, but but if we don't prepare the people for what's coming,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna be accountable for that.
Yeah. And see, and one of the things about it, I mean, we got a couple of people that just came in. I want to address everybody, so please be patient with me. One of the things about it, man, is they're even trying to controlling, firing, getting people fired, the media. Man, we DK on media group, man. Why y'all bothering with us? We just have a conversation. We have a conversation every day. Now y'all talking to us. Y'all coming after us. Y'all blocking us on Facebook, and we can't do this. We can't do it. Man, come on, man. You're not. First of all, you're not gonna bully us because we're not here to be bullied. We're gonna talk about you. Okay, block us somewhere else. We got our own platform. We'll just send people to DKM Media Group right there.com, and you can't block that one. That's mine. You can't block that. Okay. Now they're gonna
I
probably
wouldn't say that.
they're gonna try to do some more fancy stuff, technical stuff, blase blase. But people know what's
That's what
going
they
on.
want you to say.
People know what's going on. People know what's going on, man. People know what you're doing. People know.
Raheem,
Yes, sir.
Raheem, I know I'm cutting in, but and I don't mean no harm, Badger. But don't make people scared. Don't say nothing to make people scared
Mm-hmm.
because that's the fear. Putting fear in people's minds is the tactic.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you don't. And I'm not talking about just you. I'm just saying I wouldn't say that. I say what I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
And if we continue to fold every time there's a threat with people that don't care nothing about you or nobody else, you know that we might as well um, go back in the cotton field singing what that song they used to sing?
Kumbaya, yeah. Kumbaya, whatever it is, they would say, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. But my thing is, Tucson, I'm not here to be scared, man. I ain't here to be scared. I ain't never been scared, man. Maybe I just don't have enough sense to be. Maybe I should be. But I'm not, man. I'm not afraid of you. So do what you do. Do what you do. Rico, did we get it together? If not, man, call in. Let me check your line, Rico. Good morning, sir. How you doing this morning? It's a you must be in a bad area or something because it's a real bad connection. It's a real bad connection. Can you call in for us? Call in, Rico. Annie from Mississippi. Good morning, young lady. How you doing this morning? Cap, coming to you next, brother. You next on the line. Annie from Mississippi. Good morning. It might be in my line because you sounding good. And I told y'all they might try to do some more technical stuff. I told y'all, look at that. Look at how this thing playing itself out. Try it again, Annie.
Good morning.
There you go. That's much better.
everybody.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't. But what's on your heart? We're talking about this situation that's going on in DC right now and how they're trying to poke the bear, trying to get a reaction out of the people, trying to move the people into a dangerous situation in how they're handling and mishandling the people. What do you say to that, Annie?
You know what, right? It has been going on from the moment they put in the second term. He's going to shut up the issue. And every other time he sounds like the last. Now he's out here showing us that he don't care. He's showing us.
This is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to everybody that's on the hold on, let me try something. Stay right there, Andy. We is breaking up a little bit. Don't hang up. I'm gonna try somebody else, and if it's just still the same issue, I'm gonna reboot my phone lines and do it again. Captain, good morning, sir. How you doing this morning?
Hey, good morning, my brother. I'm fine. Thank you for asking.
Good day. I think it may be the phone lines. I think I may need to reboot the phone line. But Cap, what do you think? I'm gonna try to see if we hear you. What do you think is going on in DC in that whole situation?
Well, I kind of like it, Raheem, because the people, they're the ones that called for it. They can't get mad if Trump stepped in because they called for it.
Mm-hmm.
They have proven their inability to make their own community safe. I mean, hey, we're coming up on the 30th anniversary of the Million Man March in October, where we had 2 million men in Washington, D.C., and we didn't have one arrest.
Mm-hmm.
So it ain't like we can't do it. It's that we have forfeit our right as men for someone else to come in to police us. I just trained 2 police departments just about 3 weeks ago. And one of the guys in the police department, one of the facilitators said, you know, Captain, law enforcement was never designed to be the center of the community.
Mm-hmm.
Law enforcement was designed to be the support. But you make us the center. When you don't put your children in check, when you don't take care of your elderly, when you don't take care of your homeless, when you don't take care of men, when you don't do that, you call us and you move us into the center of your community. And it was never designed for that. And I totally agree. So when you hear what they're doing, they couldn't do it without the mandate of the people saying, we want National Guard, we want this. And the mayor capitulating to it. So I don't see what they're upset about now. It does have some side effects. And that's what the people don't like, the side effects. That's my opinion. That's what's on my heart, right?
So I've been looking at some of the statistics that's going on in DC right now. And they say a lot of the crimes that they're talking about, the numbers are lower than what they've been in a long time. So if you was going to do something like that, why now? Why now? Why didn't you do it when the numbers was high? Why would you pick or elect a time where the numbers are dwindling and going down lower than they've been in a very long time? By statistical numbers, why would you do it now?
Well, you got to understand, Raheem, that all the beefs, this is all around the country, I'm just saying, every beef that we have seen over the summer of killings, revenge killings, they're going to bleed into the school year. Anybody in law enforcement know that it's going to bleed into the school year. So if I didn't get you on the street, wait till the school starts. Now, people of criminality, they know that. So Donald Trump, that's his home, D.C. He's trying to get ahead of the game. Regardless if crime was down, last year 100 people was killed, this year only 50. But still, crime is crime. So they trying to get it because they know the school year produced probably one of the most violent years of crime. of gun violence.
Mm-hmm.
So then let's get ahead of the game. I think that's smart. Since we're not doing nothing, we as men are not organizing, walking and patrolling our own streets. So hey, we always want to cry when somebody else comes to do it, and then we don't like how they do it.
Mm. I do not, and as far as the crime part, I ain't gonna be doing no crime, but at the same time, I find it very suspect on why now and why did he pick that particular. There's cities throughout the whole Chicago. Willa come on here all the time, tell me, she's heartbroken with the way Chicago is being done right now, and the rate of killings that's going on in Chicago. Why not?
They headed towards Chicago, and listen, trust me. The state truth, the same thing is coming to Chicago.
Mm.
It's like Donald. Everybody knows that this president is a control freak.
Mm-hmm.
He want to control. I mean, Stevie Wonder can see that.
Yeah.
So why is it like shocked? Well, what? Why? Because that's what he loves to do.
Mm-hmm.
I want to control the police. I want to nationalize the police. I want to bring the police under NATO. And they're doing it.
Mm. Yeah. Okay. Got a few people that called it. We got someone from the 904 area code. 904 area code. What's your name? Where you calling from?
I'm a guy named Rico Jackson. I'm from Madison, Alabama, but I got a 904 area code.
Oh, okay, Rico. Rico, what's going on, man? How you doing this morning?
Big Rico. I can't complain. Cap, how you doing, Cap?
Man,
I'm good, Rico. It's good to hear your voice, man.
What are you hearing, Rico? This whole situation, and we spoke briefly about it. The DC situation. How do you see that whole thing playing itself out, man? What is really going on?
Well, sometimes you make a bed and you got to lay in it, especially when you make that bed and you know the house you're living in is dysfunctional.
Mm-hmm.
But when you reap what you sow, you got to deal with the consequences. And the person that's in office to handle those consequences is a tyrant. So now crime might be down. But what we are considering down is still extremely high. So we supposed to just still be happy because we ain't doing it. We doing bad, but at least it ain't as bad as last year. Sometimes you got to put your foot down and say, that ain't enough. If you cut it in half of what it is now, it's still too much DC, Chicago. So somebody say, well, why not Chicago? Oh, so if they did in Chicago, you wouldn't be mad? You'd still be mad.
Yeah, truth of the matter, I'll be mad regardless of what they do with that. And so, yeah, you got a point there because my thing is this. I don't think it needs to be done in that way. I don't think it needs to, you don't strong arm and what he's doing, he's being a bully. And I think he's trying to strong arm everybody in like Cap said, because he's a freak when it comes to trying to control people. He's a control freak. And so what he's trying to do is trying to control the people. And I don't agree with none of that. None of that.
There's a different way to address it, but the communities that are affected, the Black people, are partly responsible for being over here irresponsible and out of order and not understanding the land that they're on and the history of that land and that government, and then being surprised all the time by the actions of these devils. They kill their own presidents. They inject you with syphilis and tell you that they're treating you with it. They feed your baby to alligators. They hang you and cut your babies out your stomach. They create laws to make sure they can maintain their slavery. They drop bombs like no man has ever seen before and then call everybody else savages. Oh, man, we still having to get that wake-up call. FAFO. Up around and find out. Keep on living your best life and we're acting crazy. I forgot to send you those videos yesterday, but see, I've been making people mad because we have ignored our standards and lost so much pride that the bullies have to be bullied, and the parents who are not checking these bullies or the parents who are creating these bullies, they crying now.
So basically, what are you recommending?
Like
What do you recommend? What are you recommending that we need to do as a community? What do we need to do? If you say we're walking around with blinders on and not seeing what was obviously right there before us, what should we do?
Start rallying more for these events, and when we put boots on the ground, make sure we leave the fans at home and start putting some protest signs or some guns or whatever is needed. Oh, we're doing a whole lot. Black people doing the most. They're doing challenges. You seen all these beautiful women sitting down and posing on one leg, crossing their leg, and just I don't know why they're doing it, but it's a show of a whole lot of participation. We could get together for social events, man, and get together for the most entertaining and fun thing. But when it comes to something serious, the things that are impacting our community and keeping us in very bad situations, there's only a few people showing up. You can count on one hand. I bet you go to the NAACP meeting, you can count on one hand how many people are there. Go to a boots on the ground trail ride.
Okay.
Go one. I mean, we have left the door wide open for this devil to justify all the negative stereotypes, the super predator and thug titles that they throw on our youth. Man, tell me they ain't giving them reason to justify it. I forgot to send you those videos, but I'm just going to try to email them to you now. You could probably play one of them because it's a little quick. And this is in my hometown, Anderson, Alabama.
Okay.
Population of about 24,000 people. In 2023, or it may have been 2021, was ranked as the #1 most violent city in America per capita. And we ain't even in Birmingham or Montgomery or Mobile. And then and people got mad about it, but then I saw this video from this past weekend and saw how our youth were treating these police and how some of the adults was out there recording and cheerleading them on, being unlawful. And you see why somebody got to step in, because the adults in our community are more enablers.
It sound like I'm hearing in a roundabout way. It's being said that we need that we in our community need babysitters to come and babysit us because we're not adult enough to take care of ourselves. We need babysitters. We need somebody that's gonna come.
If we look at the reality of things and we see what's going on in Chicago, have we stopped it? The crime numbers, have we stopped it? My son in jail. And everything he's doing, I do not condone. I'm in between a rock and a hard place now of putting out a video that he's on with 3 million views of people across America saying, yeah, get him off the street, lock him up. We don't need these gangbangers. And I told him I was mad, but I couldn't be, because if it wasn't him that video was made about, if some other child that was out here doing what he was doing, I'd be saying the same thing.
But see, my thing is, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I look at this thing. Maybe I'm looking at these things through the wrong glasses. But I've never looked for Master to do anything for me, man. And I understand what y'all are saying, but I just, I can't. Because one time I heard somebody say people that would not how can you expect people to treat you right that won't teach you right? I've heard that being said many times, and I grew up on that. How can you expect someone to treat you right that would not treat you right that won't teach you right? That has not changed, man.
This is Raheem.
I'm not. No, I can't ride that boat, man. Yeah, go ahead.
See, the thing is we don't want them to come in and do this, but they gonna do what they want to do. And when you make that bed, and you can't, look, if they're gonna do it because they want to do it, and you don't want them to do it, then you have to ask yourself, well, what are y'all doing to just make them justify it?
See, my thing is
because there's something going on that's making them justify this.
My thing is
they might have been wanting to do this 30 years ago.
My thing is this right here. If somebody slapped me upside my head, and they keep slapping me upside my head because they think they're doing something good for me, waking me up or whatever, you ain't gonna slap me. You might get one in, but I'm gonna stop you from slapping me. I'm gonna figure out a way. I'm gonna stop you. You ain't gonna slap me. You ain't gonna get no 2 in. I promise you that. I promise you that ain't nothing bad about me. But I'm gonna say, no, you ain't gonna slap me no more than one time. You slap me one time, we gonna. I promise you ain't gonna slap me no more. I promise you.
Okay, I got one question. I got one question, then you could go past me. If we can't stop these YNs, how are we gonna stop Trump and the government? we can't even stop the people in our own community. We can't get them to act right.
But see, when you say stuff like that, you know, you paint it with such a wide brush, though, because there's a lot of people in our community that really is just ready to fight. I can call a few people on this line right now that's ready to fight. That's gonna stand up and make a difference. So that's not cute to me. I don't like that at all, because when we paint with such a wide brush, we're including everybody. There's quite a few people that's on this line, and many people, millions of people that's listening to us right now that are ready to fight. They will fight, and will fight to the death to stop whatever injustice that they see going on in and around our communities. There's some people that's gonna sit down. You got the TV watchers too. They're gonna sit back and they're just gonna watch and see. Well, let's just see what happens. Well, you know, they don't need. We can't do that. People won't start businesses and all kind of things. Talk about Black Wall Street. Well, ain't no need to start another Black Wall Street because they ain't gonna do nothing but come and tear it up again. Man, get away from me with that foolishness, man. You sitting there telling me you ain't gonna do something. You sitting there telling me you ain't gonna do nothing that's gonna elevate your community because of the fact you scared that somebody else gonna come in and blow it up, and you gonna let them let them handicap you like that, man. That's foolish to me.
Raheem, you got to understand. Yesterday's battle tactics will not work today. The generals of yesterday would be foolish to bring out the old plans of how they fought World War II, World War.
Yeah.
It'd be foolish. Times have changed.
Yeah.
There's a whole new attitude. So when you talk about you can get people on the line, yeah, but everybody understands war. You can't get a bunch of people on the line unless they got a leader that will organize them. Unless you got a bunch of chaotic people that's saying what they want to do, man. They ain't gonna do nothing. The reason why you won't tolerate it because you got a name that says Raheem. You got a special kind of training that everybody didn't get, Brother Raheem. So you can't measure people based upon your upbringing. Ain't nobody want to do it. Okay, that's you. You know, that's like the one in a million. But the bottom line, we're talking about the average Joe. The average Joe. We're not talking about the Raheems of the world, the captains of the world, the Ricos of the world, the Badgers of the world, you know, the Leonards of the world. We're talking about the average Joe. They don't have access.
Man, I was
kind of airways. You think everybody's listening to you, but everybody is snowing around about now. You may think you got 1 million listeners, and we can be here till the moons come home. But the bottom line, you ask Brother Rico a question. What do you think we need to do? If Kwame Ture, the former Stokely Carmichael, he would use these words, we must organize.
Absolutely.
I don't care how you cut it.
Absolutely. I can agree with that. I can agree with that.
How long is it going to take? You got to do that.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I can 100%. Yeah, we have to. But see, but my thing is this. My thing is right here. We have to. Wow, it's kind of funny when it's not. But we have to organize with the people that want to be organized. We have to organize with the people that is willing to go to have one target. We need to focus on one target at a time. Whatever that target is, we all need to focus and concentrate on that one target and capture that and do what we need to do to take that target out and then move on to the next. We can't be shooting all over the place. Yeah.
I'm sorry to jump in, but you know what the problem would be, and you got to look at a big old picture. Just suppose you would go to, because I did it, went to a community that didn't think like you. All they was satisfied with the way things are. So you go there with an agenda to make things better. You know what they want? You out.
Yeah. You stir it up too
because
much.
You make up too much noise.
Yeah, you stir it up too much.
Yeah. Let me tell you what somebody said. When we went there and start talking about certain things that need to be happening. You don't want to make your white folk mad. What did you just say? So Raheem and Rico's right, and Captain, I agree. You don't like the conversation. because it seems like they're agreeing. No, they're not agreeing with what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
But see, what we're doing is we'll gather up. We'll have a town event, a church event,
Mm-hmm.
any kind of event, and we'll come as business as usual. We'll sing our praise songs. We'll have a praise dance. The musicians will excite the people, and we shout, and we go home and do it again. If it's not a religious event, we'll come, and before you know it, we'll be out there. And Rico's right. Where them fans at? Boots on the ground. And I'm saying to myself, this is the silliest thing I ever seen in my life. We go on cruises and we take over the ship. And we don't want nobody to bother us. But we acting a fool and it looks stupid. And I know we don't like this type of conversation. But the thing about it is, we got to do better than what we're doing. And it's not just us. We just think it's all about us.
Mm-hmm.
But ain't nobody care about you. They
Yeah.
never did care about you.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know that? If we don't know that you, I know we think we're the target, but you're the last thing on people's mind. And that's just my opinion.
Mm. Okay.
They started with the Mexicans. They done with the Mexicans. They all locked them. They still locking them up
Mm-hmm.
because they work too hard. They take too less of money. They work for pennies and do good jobs, and they make other folk look bad. So incarcerate them. Tell them they're criminals and rapists and thugs. They put a label on people, and then they start agreeing with each other because they're superior in their own mind. They're superior anyway. Look at that cabinet. A bunch of rich people
Mm-hmm.
that agree with each other to whatever extent. And right, wrong, or indifference, they just say, keep the party going. Go keep right on. Do what you do. And nobody fights it. The police departments and the mayors and the governors, they ain't got what you call it, a dog in the hunt.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll arrest some of them. They arresting congressmen now. I'm just saying. So what are we going to do? Business as usual. We in the streets fighting girls. I'm talking about young girls. They get in a crowd and everybody videotaping a fight between each other. What? You mean to tell me all the things that's going on, and that's what you're doing? And then we got people, they worrying about the next. I saw people, I don't know if it was fake or not, but they standing outside of a new hair salon. Not hair salon, but they giving away, oh, I don't know, they just opened up a new hair place for weed.
Mm-hmm.
And they crowd outside and they just standing out there waiting for it to open. Is that what is important to you? While the country's on fire.
508-924-3521. 508-924-3521. Captain Leonard, good morning, sir. How you doing this morning?
Good morning, Raheem. Good morning, Go family.
Man, what are you hearing? We're talking about the situation that's going on in DC. Excuse me, DC right now. How does that set with you, brother?
Well, you know, I'm totally against it
Mm-hmm.
because it's not an appropriate use of force. There's no real reason for it, with the exceptions of the fact that we have a tyrant and a dictator, wannabe dictator in the White House, and what he's doing is establishing his own territories to call his own. As many cities as he can take over, he will try to do that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, what do we do to, because it's been said that we did a lot to contribute to this situation that we're in right now. What do we do to contribute to that?
Well, we didn't do a lot to contribute to it. We voted for this person.
Mm-hmm.
This person was elected, and now this person is doing what he wants to do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't think people, you can't point the responsibility at people that ain't participating. I didn't vote for him. Did you vote for him?
Not at all. No, I can tell you straight up, no.
Okay,
No.
right.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not what you did or what you allowed because you voted against it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, but what I'm saying is this:
But
say with the condition and the things that's been going on in the city with the crime rate being so high, it's been said that we laid the
the
foundation.
crime rate is not, the crime rate ain't so high as DC.
What do you mean?
It's not. Pull up the comparison of crime in DC related to crime in other cities in these United States. It ain't even in the top 10.
So why did they pick or elect that city to do this in, or that area?
Because it's the least stable city with the least representation. It does not carry the same statehood that the rest of the states carry. So being that the White House is sitting right there and all of your government offices and everything are right there, that is the place you would attack and control. If you were a foreign enemy, you would attack that space. So that's what he did.
Okay. Good deal.
If you was a foreign enemy, what would you attack? You would attack the White House.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing. He has attacked the White House.
So you're saying it's strategic?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Let's go to Stanley and then Curtis coming to you next. Then we're gonna circle back around to everybody. I'm gonna touch everybody. So please hold on. And Curtis, good morning, sir. How you doing this morning? Curtis, you there?
Hey, yeah, morning, right here. You said you was gonna go to Stanley. I'm sorry.
Oh, I did say Stanley. Oh, man, y'all got me all tired
Yeah,
this morning. Okay, Stanley, talk to me, brother. Good morning. How you doing this morning?
Oh, good morning, man. How y'all doing this morning?
Man, mad as I don't know what, man. what do you see about this whole DC situation?
Well, I look at it like I don't think it's about what everybody's thinking, right? I think long term that he has no plans to leave the White House after this next election. I think it's bigger than what we actually see right now. I think he's really, because he said that he would never leave, then he changed and said, well, he would leave, but now what he's doing now, to me, is kind of contradicting the fact that he's going to let the next election elect a new president. And I think he's kind of setting himself up for king status and trying to have everybody in place where he's controlling all the law enforcement. Nobody be able to get in there and put him out. And I could be, but I think it's bigger than we actually see right now. Like I said, the crime has been going down in the last few years. But it's got a black governor in that area, black mayor, black police chief, and all that kind of stuff. He's trying to control all the black and brown people. I think it's bigger than what we would actually see. I could be wrong, but I think
looking at it from where you're looking at it. How do you see this thing playing itself out? How do you see it playing itself out?
I think in 28?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be almost like a civil war going on. That's how I see it. And I know I don't watch the news, but once he did that with the DC thing, I really started kind of keep up a little bit because it's a bigger picture than we see. I know he's trying to cover up the Epstein crap and all that kind of stuff because everybody, even Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder could see his name on the list.
Yeah.
So he's trying to divert from that as well. So it's just a lot going behind the scenes. These people playing chess, we playing checkers.
Yeah. Wow. Curtis, talk to me, brother. There's a lot going on right now, man. Talk to me, Curtis.
Well, first off, we're living in a manufacturing crisis. That's number one. Number two, if you think strategically and militarily, think about the cities that he's trying to take over, right? The three main cities would be DC, LA, New York,
Mm-hmm.
right? This guy, what we're experiencing, y'all, in American history in real time, is treason. It ain't no way to flip it. It ain't no way to switch it, the rubber. This is treason.
Mm-hmm.
And him and all of his cabinet is committing treason. Let's call it for what it is,
Mm-hmm.
not what we want it to be, not how we want to add in some salt and pepper and water it down. This is treason. But there is a bona fide backfire that could work in our favor.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you think from the perspective of governing, if the president falls and the vice president falls, according to the chain of command, who becomes the president? The Speaker of the House.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. The Speaker of the House is going to be switched. It's not going to be a Republican House. The people are seeing what is going on. There was just a poll done yesterday that said that even 82% of the MAGA Republicans are now doubting their vote as a result of this Epstein file.
Mm-hmm.
You have to understand that those MAGA Republicans come from that QAnon phase. So you sold them this conspiracy theory and sold them this conspiracy theory and sold them this conspiracy theory under the idea and the notion that there were more Democrats on the list, on the Epstein list, than there was Republicans. Up, you get the list. Up, we the manifest. And the only Democrat you can pull that's on the manifest is Bill Clinton. Well, Clinton has been out of office, what, 30 years?
30 years, yes.
Ain't nobody thinking about no Bill Clinton no more.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We done moved past that. People are waking up. Now, what Leonard said is true. But I want to take y'all somewhere that I ain't hear y'all go. Maybe I got on the phone too late.
Mm-hmm.
Stop believing in coincidences.
Mm-hmm.
For all the listeners, right now is not the time to believe in a coincidence. Why did you wait until now to call yourself federalizing D.C.?
Yeah.
Well, you don't have a Congress in D.C. to then go into immediate session to go against you on the federalization of D.C.
Mm-hmm.
D.C. has no representation. Leonard is right. D.C. has no representative in the Congress that could have gotten up out of their bed and went down to the Congress and said, I'm the only member here, and I will not stand for this. I will stand on this floor, and I will filibuster this for the next 5 days. How is it that this man ran this move when the Congress is not in town, which means Mike Jones is connected to it, the boy out of Louisiana? Now, Tucson can probably tell you a little more about who he is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This is a coup, y'all. That's what it is.
Wow.
There ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it. And militarily, strategically, it is it's foolish.
Mm-hmm.
Because you only won the vote by 300,000 votes, brother. You didn't win with no mandate. You only won by 300,000 votes.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
So we get ready to see an uproar. So it's either you going, how they used to say it? Either you going sit on the toilet, or you gonna wipe your butt and get up and let's get ready to roll. Either you gonna lace up your boots and you gonna wipe your butt and get ready to roll. Now let me say this last thing right here. He's trying to come into Baltimore. I'm telling you now, that's gonna get ugly.
Wow.
I'm gonna tell you now, historically, out of all of the cities, historically, this ain't the one you want.
Okay.
See, something that didn't hit the news, that didn't tell y'all about on the first term. Let me tell you what kept him out of Baltimore, and I don't mind saying it. And y'all ain't gonna like it. Y'all ever heard of BGF?
What's that?
Y'all ever heard of BGF?
No. What's that?
It's a black gorilla family.
Mm-hmm.
BGF sent the message up to DC. He was trying to come here because he wanted to try and embarrass Brandon Scott, the mayor. He was trying to come up here and embarrass Brandon. BGF sent the message up to DC, told him, if y'all send him up 295, we're going to send him back in a box. They sealed off 295. They sealed off 95. They sealed off 81 and 70. You send them up here to Baltimore, we're going to send them back there in a box.
Good deal. Got to keep it moving, Curtis. Let me go. Hold on. Got to keep it moving, brother. Let me go to Cassandra. Cassandra, what's on your heart? I know you're steaming over there.
Yeah, I don't know. Regardless of how bad, the S-hole places that are all black. Just to remind you that this president spoke about, those places are the places that he is targeting. And why is he targeting those places? Because they are black towns, black cities.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing that hurts me, I think the most, and yeah, I cried about it because I cried for my people.
Mm-hmm.
I've always fought for justice and equality. That's who I am. And I'll die for that. And that ain't no bull crap.
Yeah.
I will die for what I believe in. People be talking. I almost said something. People be talking. I have stood toe to toe with white supremacists, and I don't have no problem with it. When you have a president bringing the National Guard, first of all, it's a bunch of bullshit stuff that they bringing them in there for. And no, I don't care if the crime rate dropped 1%. I'm here to drop 1%. That's something.
Yeah.
Do we need to get and organize and help our cities? Yes. But y'all don't need to be bringing that bull stuff into our neighborhoods and intimidating our young people, sitting in front of their damn house, excuse my language, and then when them boys out and people start dying, then what? Then what?
Yeah.
When it's your city's turn where you live, and they're coming in and they're intimidating and bullying your children, your grandchildren, then what? Then what? Is it going to be, I should have been talking to him and telling him, well, it's going to be a bit late then because you're going to be planning for a funeral. This is a tactic of a man that is hateful. He's a racist. He's misogynistic. He's a bigot. He's an authoritarian. He operates an autocratic beliefs. And y'all talking about we should have been doing, I don't give a rat's butt. If we wasn't doing nothing in our community, there was no reason for that man except for his own personal stuff to have the National Guard in D.C. And he said he's going to do Chicago. And I'm interested to see what happens when he tries that stuff in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
But it's ridiculous. And for us to believe that we need those people in our neighborhoods, and I say it like somebody else said, we need Massa to come in and whip us into place.
Yep.
What the hell?
Mm-hmm.
I don't need Massa to come and whip us into place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Especially when we know Massa's intention is to control and to hurt us. I don't give a man.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And that's what I said. I don't need Massa to come in here and none of that. None of that, man. Boy, y'all gonna make me say something on here. I'm trying to control my tongue. Let me
Go ahead.
say it again.
Go ahead and say it.
I ain't gonna say it, man. I gotta Rico, talk to me. Rico, talk to me. Cap, coming to you next.
I don't think it's a matter of thinking.
Oh, Badger, I'm coming to you too, Badger.
To come in.
Mm-hmm.
But when you know that devil is gonna do what he's gonna do, what he wants to, and then he's gonna use certain reasons to justify it, I say, see now, I told y'all to quit acting like some fools out here. If he come to my town, if they come to my town with that mess, I'm gonna be like, now see, look at what happened. Y'all ain't been prepared. Y'all don't forgot what this history is about over here. Y'all don't forgot. I mean, I remind black young men all the time, not to fearmonger them, but to remind them the environment they live in and the history of it. If we continue to be taken advantage of and keep on having to F around and find out, then in some cases it's our fault. No, we don't want him to come in and clean up nothing for us. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We don't like that they came in. And all the reasons that he did it, everybody is telling the truth. But at the same time, what did he use to justify it? The crime rate that is not a lie in these black communities. So when you give somebody justification to come in and do wrong that they wanted to do to you anyway, then you have to ask yourself, man, what is it that we gonna do? I heard when Raheem said, man, we got a lot of people that's on this platform that'll go do this and do that. Well, if we were doing that, we wouldn't have to, they wouldn't be able to use crime as an excuse. Just think about it. They want to go out in the community. They wouldn't go out in the community. Okay, so we got all these people. Why is Chicago looking so bad? Why is New York still looking so bad?
But no. So what you're saying? What Rico? Listen, let me say this to you. My thing is, you have some in every bushel. You can have a couple of bad apples, brother. In every bushel, you can have a couple of bad apples. That don't mean the whole bushel is bad. And you have some people. You have some people that's not going to do the right thing. You have some people that have that mindset, and that's all they know, and they're going to be who they are. But that's again, I don't want to paint with such a wide brush. There's in every bushel, there's a couple of bad apples in that bushel. And what you do, you go through the bushel and you take the bad apples out, and you reserve the good ones. You can't throw. You can't. No, you can't. If you do nothing, yes, the bad apple is going to infiltrate the whole bushel, and the whole bushel is going to be bad. That's why you go in and you take the bad ones out.
I think y'all listen to hear what y'all want to hear.
Mm-hmm.
I said the first comment: if you go to an NAACP meeting, you can count on one hand how many people are there, and that's probably in every black community.
Mm-hmm. I heard you when you said that.
But if those are the good apples, but the rest of the bad apples out there, boots on the ground and cheering on people running from the police and being unlawful.
Maybe, just maybe, those are the ones talking about the boots on the ground and being unlawful, doing these different things. Those are the ones that's getting the highlights, because a lot of time, it's so crazy. Even when the news happen in our community, they're not gonna find the educated person that speak on what's going on in our community. They're gonna try to find the one that's less educated, that shouldn't even have a mic in their face in the first place, and they're gonna stick that mic in their face
But when
and let them say what they're gonna say, and then they're gonna paint a picture from that about that whole community, and that's just that individual. That's that one individual that's on them drugs, that's doing the different things that they're doing. But there's a lot of hardworking people in this community as well that you would not put the microphone in their face because you don't want to hear what they have to say.
I don't let them paint that picture. You know the picture I paint?
What's that?
Is the one that I see when I go to the NAACP meetings, and when I go to city council meetings, and when I go to school board meetings.
That can't be
your
your
only stop, nobody there.
That can't be your only stop, though.
That's the picture. I'm painting a picture of the reality of what I'm seeing, where you are supposed to be going to do the things that need to be done to change the community, and you don't see us.
See, Rico, and the reason why I say they can't be your only stop, because even back in the day, we had a Martin Luther King. But not everybody wanted to walk with Martin Luther King. That's why we had a Malcolm. I would have walked with Malcolm. I would not have walked with King, even though I'm not saying I disagree with him or anything that he stood for. But my makeup is more Malcolm, and so I would have walked with him. Now, if Martin needed some assistance or something like that, I'll help him. But I'm walking with Malcolm, because he more fits who I am in my makeup, my DNA. And so that's why
when you was walking with Malcolm, it'd be 5 of you.
I doubt that, brother. I doubt that. I know a whole nation that will still be walking with him. I know a whole nation that will still be walking with him right now. I know a whole nation. Captain, talk to me.
No. What was the last turnout of the Million Man March?
Wow.
The last Million Man March.
Rico,
it wasn't as many.
Hold on,
as many people showed up at the second one as it was the first one.
But look at the first one. Look at the numbers that was at the first one. Something happened. There was a shifting. I was there, and I was at that first one. I was there. I was right there.
But was you at the second one?
No, I didn't go to the second one.
It was less at the second one.
Okay. So what does that? What does that mean, though? So you just gonna negate the first one like it never happened? You're gonna negate the numbers of the first one like it never happened. You're gonna negate the first one as if those numbers did not happen. They try to do that on the news. They try to hold on. They try to minimize the number on the news about how many people was actually at the first Million Man March. They try to downplay it. They try to downplay it. Cap, you was there too. You know what they did.
No. Not was I there. I helped organize it. I organized Million Man March, the Million Family March, the Million More Movement, in 10, 15, I was at all of them. So when you talk about it, you're talking about not nobody would just showed up. We the organizers of it.
Come on.
And let me say this. You know, I heard you say this, Raheem. I don't want nobody to tell us how no master gonna tell me, or nobody gonna tell me what we gonna do. Yeah, well, I think that's a little bit too late. You may not like nobody tell you what you do. They already did it. See, the DC thing was not just overnight. They've been talking about this for a year, about them coming in to do this. Did nobody say nothing then? This is like Donald Trump just did this. This was, I want y'all to make it perfectly clear. I'm not down with it. I don't think we go down with it.
True.
All we just saying is you get what you call for. That's all we said. Do we like? No. When I seen the police walk up on them young men on the porch, it could have been some gangbangers. Would you get a different reaction? If them young boys would have had their head turned sideways, walk up on it, them dudes would have went up under there and said, yo, what's up with all this? But the police was a whole different story. And let me tell you something about cops. I tell you, y'all can take it for whatever it's worth. There's a cult, all right? They call it task force. All around the country, they recognize each other. They wear their hats backwards, and they have beards. That's how they're able to recognize they're members of task force. I don't care what city you go in, and when a cop see another cop with his cap turned backwards, he got a beard, he automatically knows he's a member of a task force. So when you see them guys walked up on him, that was a member of a task force. When you look at the video in Flint, Michigan, when they sprayed them elderly people who was grilling, the guys that were spraying them had their head turned backwards, had a beard, that was members of a task force. How did I know? Because the dude that sprayed them with the pepper spray with this in my training. I got a picture of him standing next beside him. But y'all don't see the code. There's a code. And the code is, if you don't correct yourself, I will. And ain't nothing, watch this, watch this. Ain't nothing you can do about it. You get on this thing, you can vent, oh man, you can do all that. But you ain't gonna bust the grape. Now the bottom line is, let's stop talking about him. And let's talk about what can we do. So we got the 30th anniversary. I'm gonna share it with you, whether you accept it or not. We got the 30th anniversary of the Million Man March coming up. There have been a Zoom with over 17 organizations that's talking about what are we going to do to commemorate such a great event. Since this is a good opportunity because the crime and violence is giving this perception of crime and violence is on the rise, this is a good opportunity to organize. So what we're doing, this is what we're doing. On the Zoom, it's going to be about 5 more Zooms. We're taking every city. Who's in Philadelphia? My name, my organization in Philadelphia is called so and so so. How many people that organize? Well, our organization and other organizations, so and so so. Now here's what we're going to do in Philadelphia. We're going to take an area of the community. We're not going to try to save everybody. Everybody don't want to be saved. Go into the communities halfway decent, set your flag of peace there, patrol it, make sure crime and violence don't come in. I love my people. Yeah, me too. But I'm going to tell you what I don't love. I don't love a savage who have no love for his own self in my community. I don't care what color he is.
Come on.
If we was to do that, if we was to do that in every city, it come October, then we look up and say, man, in 28 cities, in these communities, the brothers are out there, man, in the name of the Million Man March, we have reduced the crime in this particular area. Then Donald Trump and whatever he's do become less of a problem, because now, watch this, we as men and women have accepted responsibility to clean up our own community. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have to have a daggone a curfew if the parent controlled their children.
So what I'm hearing, Cap, is you saying that what we're talking about, what we are yelling for, is it's in the works already. It's already in the works.
It's in the works.
Yeah.
But if you over here don't do nothing but vent all day long, that's all. You have to understand there's so many networks out there that maybe I'm not in these networks. But there are people doing something. We're not going to sit there and repeat this same old madness. That'd be stupid.
Yeah.
And here we're looking at what Donald Trump doing, spending a whole 2 hours talking about him. And we already got a game plan to celebrate one of the greatest events in the history of Black people.
Yeah.
Regardless if the military called it or not.
Yeah. See
regardless
that?
if we call it or not. You can't save everybody. You can't save the whole community.
And that's what I was saying.
Area of your community, put your flag there and patrol it, and that's it. Now, if somebody want to come in and clean up and be a part of that community, bet them. Brother, listen. You got too many gang banging stores. You got too many people chasing. Maybe you need to go somewhere. I'm sorry, this is an exclusive club. Why? Because if you don't get that bad apple.
Yep.
If you don't get that bad apple.
Come on. Exactly what I was saying.
Is gonna be wrong.
Exactly what I was saying right there. That's exactly
what's on my heart.
Yeah. Good deal.
But see, Raheem, hold on, Raheem. See, that's the thing about it. If you would let me finish talking, that's the point I was getting to.
Okay.
I'm telling you why we aren't succeeding. And you're going back and forth with me. When I bring up the Million Man March, and then I bring up the second one, and I said the numbers were dwindling, because I'm telling you that we are not doing what we were doing in the community at one point in time, and the momentum has changed. I didn't say stop.
Okay.
I don't want them coming in our community, but they're coming in our community because we have gave them reason to justify doing it, even though they have ulterior motives. Don't put yourself in position to let them use you as their excuse, because that's what we have been doing.
Okay, I see where you're going with it. I see exactly where you're going to. Let me go to Badger, and I'm not, and I agree with you on that part. I really do. Badger, talk to me. Leonard, come to you next. Badger. All right, Captain Leonard, talk to me.
Particularly, I'm not sure. I think we were talking about what was happening the last time in DC when you came to me before.
Yes.
But this notion that you're gonna achieve some type of utopia, to me, sometimes it's just far beyond my comprehension.
Explain what you mean.
But
Explain to me what you mean when you say that.
there ain't never been a time where everybody agreed and got along. I don't care. You can put the darkest of black people all in the room and not a speck of white folks in there, and the fight still could break out because people still gonna have differences. People still gonna make different choices. That's the problem when you use color for community. Because what do you agree on? What are you agreeing to do? You know why the Nation of Islam is so strong? Ask them what they believe. Ask them who they follow. They all are in lockstep with the vision and the mission of the nation. This is why they have been able to survive so long. And they have an incredible leader. But you all are not even interested in that. So when we're talking, I'm just going to go in. See, the slave mind, like if somebody else need to do it. It's somebody else's thing. We gonna get. I heard all these Negroes that was against voting. All they was talking about, well, we need them to come in and show black folks this and show black. All it sound like to me, brother, is you pro-oppression. You's a pro-oppression Negro.
Wow.
Of your own people because they won't do what you think they should be doing. I'm a freedom fighter. I fight for people's freedom. Free to kill themselves if that's what they want to do. No, since when did singing and dancing and having a good time become a damn crime?
Hey, hey, hey.
When? We'll tear ourselves to pieces. For what? For what reason? You can't do nothing standing by yourself alone. When you're trying to attack, when you're going after an enemy, I don't care if you don't like me and I don't like you behind closed doors. But when it's time to fight an enemy that's trying to kill all of us, you on their side? See, I'm that guy, that soldier, that gonna double around the back and take care of the loose end. Y'all go ahead. We got some business to take care of in the back of the line. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Because see, this is the issue. Anytime you think it's okay to hurt people, to force them to live the type of life you think they should be living, I'm against you 100%. Everybody don't have to live like Leonard Jones. You don't have to listen to the music I listen to, dress the way I dress, go to the church I go to. You don't have to do all that. But don't demonize your people and supporting really them. Who in there talking about bring on the whip and the chain? What kind of BS is that? You think they just don't go after the people that you don't like what they doing? You think they just don't go bust up all the boots on the ground parties? No. They're going to kick your grandmama door in, and they're going to drag her out of there. So you be very careful, because some of y'all be getting sounding like traitors and sellouts. You're getting too close to the wickedness of the matter, and you'll sit there and think that, one, you should be punished. You should be whipped. You shouldn't have as many rights as everybody else. Are you on? Don't treat your own self like a subculture of this society. If we want to shoot it out in the streets, we got a right to do it. Now you finna figure out why we need them darn guns for the right to bear arms is what you finna do. It just don't make no sense. We'll sit there and we'll demonize black folks for enjoying the life that God gave them and say we need to be controlled by master. No. We're not going to live like that. What we're going to do is make sure that everybody has a right to do what they want to do.
And this person that they have put in office right now, I don't know who's standing on, this is the best guy for the job. But folks that need to go down in the pit. That's who's supporting this man. The folks that need to go down in the pit.
Good deal. Good deal. Let's keep
And
this
in the words of my great brother, Captain Dennis, and I'm through with it. Love you, Captain Dennis.
Good deal.
Man, you got me. Again, man, you got me fired up. Man, I'm ready. Get my gun, baby. Get my gun. Which way we going? I'm following you, Leonard.
Wow. Let's go to Badger. Badger, what's on your heart? Can I hear you this time?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Boy, that was weird.
Yeah.
No, it's martial law, man, is one of the most terrifying things that countries will do. And there was so many signs of it the moment Trump said he was going to run again. So many signs. And the fact that all these people were so focused on golden idols or whatever the world rose-colored glasses or whatever no ignorance that they were following. Welcome to what most of us already knew was going to happen. Like it is, and for white-skinned folks that are listening, as someone that also has white skin, you stupid if you think it ain't going to affect you too. You got an issue with me, Raheem knows my email. You can just send me one. I'll show you the facts. Because it's sickening. They want us fighting. They don't want us coming together. We have the ability as citizens to come together and get rid of people like this in our offices and stuff. We have the ability to come together and deal with all this. Ooh, almost started cussing. Nonsense in regards to where our tax dollars are going and all of these other lies that they've been doing. When I've attended a meeting talking about $300,000 for pieces of paper and nothing about enforcing and making sure that teachers and stuff are following the law, no enforcement to make sure our kids were being taken care of in schools, that showed me everything I needed to know right there. They don't want educated people. They don't want us coming together. They want us to be trapped in this idiotic illusion of one race is better than another. It is the most sickening thing, and it is the farthest thing that Jesus wanted us to do. Period. So all of y'all out there talking about Trump being a white knight, man, good luck. You got coming your way.
Let's that play D on what's happening.
Okay. All right. Somebody got a little background conversation going on in the background. Joseph, good morning, sir. How you doing this morning?
I got one thing real quick last. Don't let all this start up a civil war.
Exactly. Hold on. I'll finish your thought, Badger. I thought you was done. I'm sorry.
Oh, I muted because I couldn't. There was noise. Sorry.
Got you.
The other thing. They are probably up there smiling and hoping and praying that a civil war will get started.
Wow.
To me, this martial law that they've put into place, it's almost to me screaming they want us to have another civil war.
Yeah. I believe that too. Joseph, good morning, sir. How you doing this morning?
Hey, good morning. How y'all doing?
Hey, doing good. Joseph, what you think about that situation that's going on in Washington, D.C. right now?
What, have they declared martial law yet?
No, not that I know of.
Oh, good. I mean, I'm with Badger. That seems to be where they're trying to go. That's where they want to go. But this was all in that Project 2025 manifesto. This is what they are hoping to do, even with the tariff situation and the raising of, or should I say, the artificially inflated prices of food and other commodities, is to increase the misery index. Because, you know, when poverty increased, then crimes increased. And he already wants to go into these cities where there's black mayors to undermine their leadership, which is not their leadership at fault more than it is the racist policies that are ongoing. On the one hand, he wants to block people of color from getting into centers of higher learning. He's talking about getting rid of DEI, same jobs that our tax dollars produce. He wants to lock us out of them. You know, he brought in Doge to lay off federal workers. You know, then he want to stack the civil service workforce with all his loyalists. It's the same thing that Hitler was doing in Germany. Nothing different. In fact, same thing that authoritarian leaders do all over the world. Pit one group against the other group.
Yeah.
And then go in and take over. And Badger's right. I mean, you know, many white people think it's not going to affect them, but they're not included either. They don't. I like this one meme I saw on Facebook where it says there are two types of Trump supporters. Ones who are billionaires and idiots. It says, go check your bank account.
Wow.
I think that sizes it up because the people with money are the ones that control our military. They tell our sons and daughters to go over to different countries and make war in order to either take resources from these countries and control these countries or make them bow to the U.S. wishes. You know, just empirical behavior. And these are our sons and daughters in the military. You know, military personnel does not have the authority to arrest anyone. We have no business using the military on U.S. soil unless there are desperate situations where there's total unlawlessness, you know, or where there's a natural disaster. Anything else is folly, and it's creating a climate where there's going to be a backlash, and it's going to be justified. And I was thinking, if American citizens storm the Capitol today to deal with the MAGA Republicans, it will be justified.
Wow.
Completely justified. Because they're going against the U.S. Constitution. And when we military people signed up to fight, we swore an oath to fight all enemies, foreign and domestic.
Yep.
Trump is a domestic enemy. And the Republican Party under him and those around him, those billionaires around him, they are domestic enemies. Technically, we should arrest them, and technically that group should be in jail. And if it comes down to it, I mean, that would be the dividing line right there. So, I mean, I don't know where he's trying to take the country, but it's a dangerous situation.
Exactly. Wow. 508-924-3521, 508-924-3521. Mr. Hicks, good morning, sir. How you doing this morning?
Good morning, Raheem and the family. I lost you this morning. I tried to go and I said, "Oh man,
yeah,
they're there." And I called Rico. He told me that I got hooked up. So I just turned on to you.
Yeah, good deal. Yeah, man. Go to and make sure y'all tell people, because Facebook, they don't block me, man. They won't let me go live no more. I guess we talking about too much stuff on here, man. And they blocked me last night and see, you know, you ain't gonna be able to go live no more. 180 days or whatever they said. I got a big sentence. yeah, but it's crazy. But go to www.dkmmediagroup.com and you can watch it right there. You could go to YouTube. You still can go to YouTube, all the other platforms. If you got Roku TV, you can actually go on Roku, just plug in our channel. Yeah, on Roku TV. We're on Roku TV too, so you watch it in your living room.
Man, that's good.
Yeah, so
that's good, bro. You're doing yes.
Yeah, we trying to do. God is blessing us, brother. God is blessing us. What do you think?
Always,
Yes,
all
sir.
the time.
Yes, sir.
What's
What,
that
what do you
question from you?
what do you think is going on in
know.
Washington? What is the situation? What is the situation going on in Washington D.C.? How do you feel about that?
Try to stop them rascals running and tearing up everything.
Mm.
Crime, they tearing up the thing for real. I mean, look clear. Be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I saw YouTube with them kids running all through the stores, grabbing stuff, tearing down stuff. When you do that kind of thing, there got to be some kind of reaction.
Mm-hmm.
It hasn't been. They got to stop that. You
Yeah.
got to stop. You got to stop the movement in the beginning.
Yeah.
This anarchy. This wanting to have a war. They want to move out of that spirit of revenge and hatred and stuff.
Yeah.
And tone it toward the thing of what the gospel talk about, the love. I hear so much. You know, I'm saying, golly.
That's almost.
He just Trump. It just it's overbearing. It ain't Trump.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not
almost
Trump,
like
it's the whole system around him, and with ideas fighting against. There's a war going on.
Yeah, you got to stop this stuff before it get out of hand. Got to stop this stuff before it get out of hand, right?
Sure, you got to do it.
Yeah,
almost
like January the 6th, right? Almost like January the 6th.
You got to do what you got to do.
Almost like January the 6th, right? Got to stop that mess before it get out of hand, right? Can't the nerve of some folks want to go into the Capitol building and kill people and all kind of stuff. The nerve of them.
Going back 2 years, we discussed this thing. I got a lot of flashback, and I understand and I accept it. I talked about my experience as a Panther and that activity kind of thing, and how we were infiltrated, and how they got people in. So what I'm saying is, what the results shows that fact that was all fraud.
So January 6th never happened. You said there was a fraud? That
was a fraud. That was CIA black ops.
Wow.
Creating opposition. And it worked in their favor. It stopped what they were trying to do. Stop what politically.
Come on, Ryan.
I know, brother. I know. Hey, I let everybody talk, man. Everybody got their own opinion, brother. Go ahead. Hold on. Let him finish. Let him finish his opinion, and I'll come to you. Go ahead, Mr. Hicks.
That's very disrespectful, and that's again the adults don't do. You don't do that to other men. You don't do it to other women. You don't do it to adults. You don't do it to warriors, people that got swords. You prick something inside of them. I want to move out of love. When you talk, I'll let you talk.
Go ahead, Mr. Hicks.
Do that stuff.
Go ahead, Mr. Hicks. Finish your thought, bro.
I've lost my point with that foolishness. Because that's what we are. That's why we can't get together. That's why we're in this fight. Elijah Muhammad spoke about this stuff over and over again. Malcolm and all the people that are enlightened. How you gonna come together? You don't have respect.
Okay.
Disrespect each other.
Okay, I can agree with that. We have to have a certain level of respect. We absolutely do. So
you gotta have full level, because if you don't, you'll fight. And that's where war comes from. That's where all the confusion. There's no respect, even in Congress. You watch them.
But let's get back to what we was talking about. Let's get back to what we was talking about for a second, though. You say you think that it was all a hoax. The January 6th was all a hoax, and it was conspired.
But I want to tie. Remember what you talked about yesterday about deflecting?
Yeah.
About deflecting from a subject. Our subject about what's going on in Washington now.
Yeah, absolutely. You got a point. Yeah, absolutely.
From my point of view, you going back what they do. That's tit for tat. What Curtis talked about, tit for tat thing. We got to find a place in our spiritual stuff to be in the middle of things, to be clear in our view, and use discernment, and not get caught up in the madness around us.
But you know what I find amazing, though? You know what I found? You know what I found amazing, Mr. Hicks? You know what I found amazing, though, sir? And you my big brother, man. Love you dearly. But what I find amazing is when the deflector deflects, it's okay. But when somebody else deflect, it's totally wrong.
I'm saying.
My thing is. Let me say this. My thing is this right, and I'm gonna let you say what you want to say. I'm gonna let you say exactly what you want to say.
Yes, sir.
But my thing is this right here. I tell people all the time: do not feed me something that you cannot digest. If you can't digest it, don't feed it to me, because I'm gonna feed it back to you now. It's coming back.
I don't know. Listen, what I do don't depend on what you do. What I do is guide on my spirituality and what the scriptures say. Try and apply it to everyday situation dealing with people. I'm not going to return evil for evil. I was just trying to point out a thing to you.
Okay.
Because we've been over this over and over the last 2 years.
Okay.
I'm saying it's natural, so we can deflect about that. We can go to that. That's a deflection, though.
It
We can
was.
go to
It
January
was.
6th.
It was. I admit that. It was. I'm not gonna sit here and try to say it wasn't. It absolutely was. But my thing was, I was speaking on what you said, because you said that this whole situation and people in DC are all out of control and they doing all this stuff. So we got to go ahead. We can't let them just do what they want to do. We can't let them just run amok and do everything. And so what I asked you was that the same situation like happened in DC? What that happened at on January the 6th? Was that the same situation? And if we're gonna control it, we got to control it across the board. We can't just control it on one side. Go ahead.
It's very similar. It's very similar.
Mm.
But this was an operation with those kids running through the store and the crime that's going on there. That some kind of way there's some CIA or dark operation pushing them on to do this, or that it's for the political report. This is similar. It is similar. But back to Washington D.C. That you look at it. All I'm saying is this: I try to find a place in me and balance it, and not to hate them. I mean, it's so much hatred toward Trump, and the hatred. What do you think hatred going to produce? What is the spirit, the low vibration energy of hating someone and resenting someone? What is that going to do to your soul?
Okay, good deal. Somebody was about to say something. Who was about to say something? And we're gonna come to you.
I want to say one thing real quick, and I know Leonard wanted to say something, I believe.
Okay, hurry
So
up.
I just heard that there was damage all over the streets recently. I would like to see the evidence of that and where that was from. Because I'm trying to look it up right now, and I'm not really seeing anything.
You can see what you see. Just look at what happened.
I am too. I'm looking for it. I don't see it either. Because when somebody says something like that, immediately I'm going looking for the evidence of it, and I don't see it. Can you please forward us in a thing where they were riding in DC and running through the stores and stuff? Because I don't see it.
I'll post it, but that's what I'm saying. With my time and what I do, I skip a lot of what you call the propaganda machine that put these stories and hide different facts. So I go where it's dark, where they don't want to show it, and I see it. So it gives me a critical ability to think and not be a part of the program, to be programmed to run in the street or get me caught up in my emotion of hating somebody and wanting bad stuff to happen and want a revolution.
I want a revolution, and I want to see Trump drop dead. And I'm saying it, and I'm a Christian. I sure do.
Amen.
I sure do.
Hold on. Everybody, hold on. Hey, everybody, hold on for a second. Everybody, hold on. Let's move forward. Hold on, because it's about to get real ugly real quick, and that's not what we're gonna do. Somebody else was about to say something.
Hey, Raheem.
I want to
yes,
say something, but
go ahead.
One at a time. No matter who's next, either one of y'all could go, just one at a time, though.
Oh, look, people are always talking about what you say, and hoping people ain't this and hoping people ain't that. Well, they really out there killing people. While y'all in here loving them, they out there killing people.
But it was you that was.
Guess what hating people is? Seizing you and taking away your rights. That's hate. That's hate. They're not wanting you to vote. That's hate.
That's exactly
not wanting you to be able to buy the things that look. You got people don't want you to buy soda and snacks because you get SNAP.
Who do you think gives us our prosperity in this world?
Now hold on, Ms. Hicks.
Well, the person that does that ain't the president of the United States.
Hold on now, Ms. Hicks.
No, it ain't.
Hold on,
the person that runs this world.
Hold on, gentlemen. Mr. Hicks, you just said about the respect thing. Let him make his point. You just said about respect. When somebody said something when you was talking.
I'm gonna apologize because I was doing something else. When I wasn't on mute before, but I wanted to say that one, we should at least stand against lies. At least stand against the lie.
I'm saying they all lie.
Mr. Hicks, let him make his point. You don't want nobody to speak when you're talking, so give everybody that same respect.
You just heard a man that claimed to have so much wisdom, do so much research, say January 6th didn't happen.
He didn't say that.
Then he said, what with the CIA and it's a plot and it didn't have. Didn't you say something to that effect?
Yeah, it was.
Yes, sir,
It was a ploy.
I thought that's what I heard.
Yeah.
Yes,
Now
sir.
you have Miss, and I'm glad that Miss Cassandra and Badger brought it up because I was asking too. Where was all of the unrest before he did what he did? What was going on in D.C. so heinous that you had to skip over all the local authorities
Mm.
and do what you wanted to do? What was going on? Excuse me?
Oh, you asked me?
No, I'm gonna be more rhetorical because I don't want to interrupt you when you do speak.
Okay.
What was going on in D.C.
Wow.
that was so heinous that you had to send those folks in there? What? And they say, well, they just doing this. Y'all keep saying they. Who is they? Who was running through the streets doing all this? Who was doing all that? Because we see everything else, but we didn't see that, did we?
Mm.
When have you ever been able to attack Iran and them not really respond? And that seem a little strange to you?
Mm-hmm.
What about one where you got shot? Ain't no blood, ain't no medical record, and ain't nothing else. That don't seem strange to you? All orchestrated, all lies. But when it's time to stand up for the truth, you got a problem with it. Let's just go along with this liar's lies to justify doing what he's doing to Americans.
Mm.
Brother Wheeler, I'm so glad to hear your voice this morning. It's great. I love to hear Brother Wheeler because he gives an actual synopsis of things so well.
Good deal. Let me go to Rico. Rico, what's on your heart, brother? Rico, you there?
You know, I had to pull that screen now, man. I'm driving, man.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
with Leonard, man. Now listen, I'm gonna say this. Everybody's been speaking some truth. I don't agree with everything everybody said. I ain't gonna nitpick. You know, when Mr. Hicks says that about January 6th, I didn't agree, but I ain't gonna nitpick because it's some stuff that I do agree with. Now, and I agree with Leonard on that about Joseph calling in, man. Joseph, he be hitting it out the park. I'm with that brother all the way. And I also want to make sure I stand myself out the cap because anything he got going on, I'll travel.
Mm-hmm.
I like everything that he got going on. I feel that type of movement can get something done. But one thing you're not gonna do is take my narrative and try to spin it. Now, ain't nothing wrong with having a good time.
Mm-hmm.
But when that good time turns into a riot on a regular basis, ain't nothing wrong with bringing that up. Because we do show up for a good time in huge numbers. So nobody's really hating about the good time or nobody's mad about people having fun. But in a lot of situations, that fun turns into the police having to come, and then all of a sudden after that, the police getting ran off.
Mm-hmm.
Because the crowd is out of control. Because that happens.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I don't agree with what Trump is doing. I ain't no Trump fan. Y'all know this and that. And I think I said, this is the funny part about it is sometimes people can call and they can say the exact same thing like that. He's a tyrant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He read Mein Kampf.
Mm-hmm.
He said that he was influenced by Hitler. He was very motivated. He looked up to him.
He did.
So, as a people, a community of black people with children out here in Chicago and in these places that me and Willa and everybody's talking about behaving the way that it is, you can't help but expect us to become the biggest victims of this all the time. Ain't down in your own people. It's trying to wake them up.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of the numbers to the Million Man March improving to 2 million, it decreased. But when it comes to having fun and a good time, man, you will bust the doors off the wall. They'll have to call the fire marshals in. It's their capacity.
Mm-hmm.
So don't spin my narrative unless you want your head cut off, because I ain't going to keep playing that game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think Donald said the same thing a lot of times. we are distracted as a community of people, not just a community of people, as a race of people. Let's just say it, black people. We see it. We are in a situation where we can no longer afford to be out here shucking and jiving, fuck dancing,
Mm-hmm.
and then giving them an excuse to do all the wrong things they want to do to us and justify it. Because we should expect that from somebody that was influenced by Hitler,
Mm-hmm.
that admires him. I mean, he gonna use any excuse in the world to say, "Yep, that's the reason why I need to do that to them people." Now, it might not be justified, but at the same time, we need to look at the situation that exists and say, you know what? It's time for us to come together and see if we can straighten out some things to keep from being in these situations that we're in.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is real. The reality that y'all speak about, the political side of it, all of it is factual.
Yeah.
But once again, man, we are leaving the door open for us to be the victims of it on a regular basis.
Mm-hmm.
We're the biggest losers in this thing every time.
Yep. Truth. Let me go to Cap, and Curtis, coming to you next. Cap, talk.
Man, you know, I didn't know how dull my blade was. Hey, nigga, hey, fellas, I really appreciate all of y'all, man. Y'all just shot me the heck out of my blade, man. I'm sitting couldn't cut butter. Oh, boy, I could split a hair now. This awful being on there. And I mean, I take something from every one of you. You are some brilliant men. Look what the minister said. I always try to give a good spiritual note. The minister spoke about 3 weeks ago on a private tip. We weren't supposed to make it public, but I got to say it. He said, God gave every one of us a great gift.
Mm-hmm.
He said, but he gave us that gift in righteousness.
Mm-hmm.
He never gave any one of us an unrighteous gift.
Yeah.
He said, but to unwrap the gift, you have to practice righteousness.
Come on.
It is practicing righteousness that you unfold the great gift that God has given you.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was profound.
Yeah.
Because people take their gift in unrighteous ways. If God gives you the gift of being a good, smooth talker, and you use the gift to be able to get women, that is not the gift God gave you for an unrighteous purpose.
Mm-hmm.
But when we do good, when we practice righteousness, then we unfold that beautiful, beautiful gift that I hear on this line today. God is giving y'all some beautiful gifts. Now, Brother Raheem, I got a book out. Yeah, Captain Dennis got a book out.
Yes,
It's
sir.
called Muhammad Makes Champions. Y'all may go on Amazon, type it in, $20. That's your brother. That's me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I did it because I wanted to show how the nation has been formed by this teaching. You want to know why we produced a Malcolm, a Farrakhan, Imam, and Muhammad Ali? You want to know why? Read the book.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a recipe that made us the men that we are. And maybe it would help you to understand the principles of every one of those letters. Champion has 8 letters, and it's the only word in the dictionary that does not have an opposite.
Mm-hmm.
And I got another book. Wait a minute, watch this. It's coming out. Check what's the title. The Black Holocaust. The Black Holocaust. That book will be coming out soon because I did a speech in London, England, and I forgot I did the speech in 2000 on January the 2nd in London, England. I did a speech called The Black Holocaust.
Mm-hmm.
So we got that coming. And wait a minute, one more. And I have a child's coloring book called I Am a Champion.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I'm doing a lot of things positive that I can't control the world. I can't change people, but I sure enough can give the world the gift that God has given me,
Mm-hmm.
whether they accept it or not. But I love each and every one of you. And, you know, hey, look here, mister, all of y'all made a very good point. But let me tell you something. I sit up here and watch Netflix all night long because I got insomnia. Man, when I look at how these people operate with black ops, you know, you kind of want to, that's real television. They show the big screen, all of the daggone things that they have done overseas causes chaos and assassination and produce chaos. And so when my brother talked about the January the 6th, we looked at January 6th through their eyes. They're the ones who showed us through media. It's real, I'm sure. I think people were there, but we don't know the plan behind it. They're never going to tell you that they may have created this through the CIA Black Ops. I won't put it past them, be honest with you, because I don't trust them. But it could be true. It offends some people because people died. Some good men in law enforcement died. But then they did that, and when you look at and they brought a good point out about the when we look at not only the germs that they gave black to the Tuskegee, when we look at all the things they have done to us and feeding our children to the daggone car, see, we wouldn't believe no sick mind, but they did it. And you know what? And let me say this, and I know Tucson appreciates. They are still doing butt breaking. They're still doing that. I mean, y'all heard about butt breaking? Y'all know about that. You take the masculine male and you just go up in his anal, you break it. But let me tell you something. It's almost, it look like they got a factory somewhere. And they breaking the black man to the point where he ain't got no masculinity no more. He could talk the talk. He don't have the doggone testicles to stand up. He's butt breaking. And he's doing it through AI. He's doing it through social media. He's doing it through us. We butt breaking. Our women are tired of seeing the black man talk the talk, but won't walk the walk. We don't need to die for our people, Sister Cassandra. Live for them. Dying is so doggone easy, but living is so hard. Because that means we have to be an example. See, I die I'm like you. I die, but no, I live it. Because that's where they losing it. They got nobody showing them the lifestyle of what a man look like. They got nobody just show them the lifestyle of how to grow up and take advantage of the opportunities that every other race come in the country and take advantage of. And and I like what you said, Rico. People paint our narratives. They got the control of media and television. And if I want to paint black people, I could put them on 6 o'clock news every night. And all I would show the violence. July the 4th was one of the most violent times in the history of black communities. 500 blacks were killed during July 4th weekend. Now, we skipped that so fast because we want to talk about Donald, but we still got that battle in the community. So all I'm saying, dear family, is let's organize on a small level. You can't say, I want to say it again, you can't save everybody. Pick and choose your battles. Do what you can do, the gift that God gave you. And can't nobody be mad at you. This is Brother Dennis' contribution. You can't be me. I can't be Sister Cassandra. I can't be Rico. I can't be my man Leonard. I can't be Badger. But every one of you are brilliant in your own way. Stay in your lane. Do the best you can do and leave everybody else out of it.
Exactly.
They ain't gonna see what you want to see. Do what you want to do. Do what God gave you to do, and that's the best that you could do.
Good deal.
That's what's on my heart right here.
Good deal. Good deal. Curtis, talk to me, brother.
You know, Raheem.
Yes, sir.
I hear a lot that's going on, right? And I got respect, an excessive amount of respect, particularly for my brother Hicks. Because if it weren't for people like him, I know for a fact I wouldn't have made it out the jungle, and I damn sight wouldn't have made it out the desert. But I also know when the propaganda machine has been twisted and turned around, and the same propaganda that we stand against, without even knowing inadvertently, we'll wind up standing for. And one of my
Because I never thought, and I'm just going to keep it real, fellas. Some of the things that I heard today done really,
Shook you.
it really done hit my heart like a sack of potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
We're almost sounding like a group of men who is suffering from a Stockholm syndrome, to the point that we know that somebody is pushing a false narrative, and in a roundabout way, we're defending the false narrative.
Mm-hmm.
Fellas, I live here in Baltimore. I live here in Baltimore. I live 20 minutes from DC. Everything that they're showing you is a lie. If you really want to know what the real initiative is the city of DC has gone black owned. So let's go ahead and throw it out there. Look, I ain't holding no punches no more.
Mm-hmm.
Because we keep talking about things that is a lie. The city of DC is black and LGBTQ owned business-wise. The capital base of DC is making money. That black woman that is in charge of DC is doing the right thing. DC has not seen the crime that they are perpetuating in 30 years. It started to decline when they locked up Rachel Evans and they got Poncho out of there. Yo, stop with that. Stop with believing that they show you one project on the southeast side of DC that's only standing because, guess what? The project is owned by a white family who've been owning it since 1786. And they got it in the paperwork that the price of the project is so elevated that the city can't re-gentrify it. If you go to Southeast DC, bro, I swear to God, Raheem, I ain't never seen nothing like this in my life. Raheem, you remember when you used to get on Hardin Street?
Uh-huh.
And you ride like you're riding towards Fort Jackson.
Yes.
Remember how you used to see Gonzalez Gardens on your right?
Yeah.
As soon as you cross that street, it was that big wealthy community.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I swear, I put this on everything I love, man. Southeast DC has been gentrified to the point that the hood is 4 blocks in a square. Everything else is new.
Wow.
300, 400, 500, 600, $700,000 houses right across the street from the hood.
Mm-hmm.
I live up here. The murder rate in DC is tremendously gone down. DC has not seen this kind of crime rate in 13 years. Now we're talking about a city that had the highest crime rate in the United States, 5th in the world for over 10 years in a row.
Mm-hmm.
That black leadership that came in there, and what they did was they pushed out those pockets of white money and white dollars and said, no, this is a black city. We're going to make some adjustments. You have more people moving into DC right now. My house that I live in right now, if I lived in DC, do you know how much I would pay to live in the house I live in right now? It cost me $5,000 a month.
Good Lord.
Y'all stop. They telling y'all the wrong narrative. The same thing is happening in Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
What is happening is brothers like Raheem, brothers like Rico, brothers like Lenny, brothers like Cap, brothers like Brother Jay are saying, you know what? Hey, bro, how much money you got? Bro, I got like $3,000 now. How much money you got? Bro, I got like $3,000 now. Oh, man, look, we all put $3,000 together. Man, we can go on and open up this shop. Let's go on and open up this shop. We're going to do a car detailing shop. Brothers is putting their money together, and now they are taking the business. They are taking the contracts, the subcontracts. They are getting the contracts to do the work. They are rebuilding the city. Yeah, Raheem is right. You're going to have those bad apples. They are going to always be there. Crime will be here until the day that the earth completely blows up. Crime will always be here because somebody is going to always be without.
Good deal.
But listen, I'm just telling y'all. They're telling y'all a lie.
Good deal.
And
Good
I've been
deal.
saying it.
Hey, Raheem,
Yes, sir.
I shared a clip with you. I know it's getting short on time, but essentially it's a short clip where Donald Trump 3 days ago was part of his conference or whatever he was doing about the DC issue, right? The only violence that he mentioned was the cops getting spit on.
Wow.
And what he told the cops was, if you get spit on, they're going to hit you.
Wow. So again, false narrative. Cassandra, talk to me. Cassandra, Alexander Green, you there?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I just
Cassandra, now you know the day and moving forward, we don't take off our gloves now. So say what you're gonna say. Ain't no gloves. Ain't no gloves no more.
That Green is because I feel like we are sometimes our worst enemy. And yeah, we have crime. Crime is you had crime back in Jesus' time. It ain't never going. I mean, it ain't going away. Yes, we can do things to make it better in our communities, which is something I think several of us on here, we work at doing on a daily basis, Not we don't talk about it. We get out in the streets and we do it. We're making a difference.
Yeah.
But when I hear, I don't know.
Say it.
And then somebody say, well, you keep saying Donald Trump. Well, that's who is supposed to be the leader of this quote unquote free country, which it ain't no, It's not a free country anymore because the press can't say what they need to say or tell the truth because all of the lies are being perpetrated. And everything that is a lie is being supported by a lot of people. Where are we? What kind of country is this? When you do something that hurts the poor, now this is the Bible. I know half of us may believe in half of my stuff. I happen to believe that when the Bible says that you are to take care of the poor, the elderly, help those that need clothes, all of the stuff that we say we believe, but we have someone in the highest office in this land that is constantly taking away from the poor, the children, the health care programs, the food programs. And y'all see something good in that? What good can come out of that? Because what you're doing is you're putting people in a situation where desperate people do what?
Desperate things.
What do desperate people do?
Desperate things, yeah.
Okay. So you are putting us in a situation where you want us to have to react because we can't feed our children, but seniors can't get the health care that they need to have. All of these different dynamics. You got one man. Yes, we gonna keep calling his name because he's the jackass that's doing it. He's putting out executive orders every day and everything. And then let me throw this in there. Why is it that everything that he is getting rid of, like maybe 96% of it, targets Black and brown people? Y'all explain that to me too. For those that are all gun-ho for this man that has a plan that when he got in there, he was going to operate like Hitler. And if you are smart enough, I'm not talking about you have to be a scholar. If you are smart enough to read the book that Hitler wrote, compare notes, because I did, compare notes as to the movements that Donald Trump is doing, they're almost identical. That's why I call his name. He's an evil, wicked, filthy, dirty, disgusting person. Human being.
Just say, just tell us how you feel.
You know what?
Wow.
You know what? I ain't never.
We feel you. We feel you, Sister Cassandra. We feel you real strong, sis.
Yeah.
Hey, Cap. I don't know, but did y'all pay attention? Look, she did on point. Did y'all pay attention to the comparison picture from the so-called assassination attempt?
Yeah, we try to avoid that conversation. We on the open line, man. We don't want to have to save ourselves. He would just say, look at, hey, Raheem, you better do an addendum. Well, this does not reflect none of the policies of this state.
Exactly. The views and comments of everybody on here does not reflect the views of DK and Media Group and Associates and or its affiliates.
You might be able to
knocking on all our doors.
look. You might be able to appeal to Facebook. You might be able to appeal to Facebook and tell them it ain't my fault.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Hey, look it up, y'all.
We take a medicine today, y'all. Just decided to take a medicine today. All right.
That's all it is. That's all it is. Let me go to Friday. Friday, good morning, young lady. How you doing this morning?
Morning, how you doing?
Hey, doing good. Friday, what do you think about the situation that's going on in Washington, D.C. right now? What does that say to your heart?
That it needed better representation a long time ago. And I think it's an easy place to, I hate to use the word attack because it sounds so aggressive, but it is an easy place to try to do the maneuvers that are being done because of the spotlight it always has and had. And to create this narrative or to ignore that the proof of, I guess, what's the term? Proof is in the pudding. There data that has shown that in the last so many years, things have reduced and improved. And what he's wanting to do is, in my opinion, have this forceful hand, but also get credit for it. Right? Because he needs things to try to seem positive for him, because it has not been positive for him, and not just in the constituents that should be in opposition, but even to those that have been supporting, he's not showing favorable. And so now he needs to try to have this whole show of hand as if he's, doing some great deed or act, because everybody's tired of crime. Everybody's tired of, seeing homeless everywhere. But to ignore the cause, to try to attack the people, isn't helping anything. The reason the numbers were down where they were because resources and other things have been working. Those that need to actually get arrested has been getting arrested, but the help has been helping, and that's why the numbers have been going down. And so now he wants to come have this show of whole force of hand and saying, oh, well, these rules have always been on the books, we're just enforcing it now. Perhaps so, but there's a whole lot of things that's already been on the books that should have been enforced, to include not red taping, to include not gouging prices, to include all these other things that would help the economy as a whole, more than just in the DC area, more than just in LA, more than just in New York and these big cities that
do you think what's happening
to, or that has the bigger places.
Do you think what's happening in DC? Friday, do you think what's happening in DC is warranted?
Not in that manner because it was already working.
Okay.
Crime was already going down.
Mhm.
Homelessness was already being helped. And so
Mhm.
where the help and the force of enforcement needs to be isn't a strong hand to put them in a more disadvantaged place.
Mhm.
Because a lot of the perpetration of issue wasn't coming from the people and the constituents. It was coming from law enforcement in the first place.
Okay. Got you.
Thank you.
So to federalize a local cop that already thinks that they're bigger than they were because they got put out the military 2 years later after going in isn't going to help. It's going to cause more harm because there's not been a clear line of demarcation to say that there's civil service. So now we're going to federalize people that don't even understand the basics of human rights.
Mhm. Wow. That's good. Tucson, that's good. Tucson, talk to me.
Why the homeless? That's my biggest question, I guess, because that's my biggest concern. And I'm tired of it too, and I try to do something about it. Tired of them being homeless, feed them.
Mhm.
That's what you do. I mean, in every city, how many vacant buildings do you have? With the lights on. I can't figure that out. We have military bases that get gas, water, lights, all the utilities are paid, and they automatically, nobody never cuts the power off. But nobody's there.
Mhm.
I can't figure that out. You got a place right around the corner from everyone that's listening. You got a place right around the corner from your house. Nobody stays in. Ain't nobody been there. And it's habitable. Somebody can. But you pass by a homeless person on the way
Mhm.
every day. So why is it that we start with people can't help themselves? I don't understand that. So I mean, I'm not looking for no hero,
Mhm.
and that does, and I don't. I have to pray about Mr. Hicks. I have to pray about whether or not I hate the guy or not.
Mhm.
I just don't like him.
Yeah.
Because I don't see nothing good in it. I don't see how. Maybe you try to find the good in everybody, and I try to,
Mhm.
but I'm missing something. And I
Mhm.
can't see how it is that this thing looks familiar if we go years back and we say we finally gonna get there. Get where?
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
don't understand it.
Yeah.
I'm just missing it. How we can look and say, oh, well, I tell you what, let's everybody pick you some people in your community, neighborhood, family, and dig you a grave.
Mhm.
That's what we're gonna need more of.
Wow.
That's it.
I think another thing it is real estate.
Mhm.
Every tore down place, seemingly, they tear it down and they build it up and they put something there that the people can't afford to live there.
Mhm.
Certain people.
Mhm. Wow. Mr. Hicks,
I must be stupid.
come on. We all must be right. Mr. Hicks, talk to me. Joseph, coming to you next.
Yes, sir. Wow. I gotta tell you honestly, I sort of shift my view. Listen to Curtis, who's on the ground. He's doing the recon, so I trust that. I heard a lot of things I didn't know.
Praise
The
God.
sisters spoke on the thing too. I think that this was a political thing. He
Mhm.
did it politics. That's what they do. There was a problem, but like you said, the system was going down. Something was working, but he
Mhm.
took this here for his different reason. That's what they do. I tried to put it in the perspective of, you know, I got my birth in the nation. I was born again.
Mm-hmm.
The discipline I got from the nation, going into communities, talking to people that don't like you, people who, I mean, even before that, my mother's a holiness preacher that preached on the corner, and people did the same thing. So all my life, I'm used to it. I got a thick skin that way. I know when you speak from your heart, what you believe, some people ain't gonna like it.
Yeah, yeah.
They ain't gonna like you. But I tell you this here, and for my spiritual development, going to trials I've gone to, I'd like to get in touch with the captain too, some kind of way. I'm on YouTube, I can't reach him. But captains, please reach out to me. I've got to connect with you. I know the spirit got in that way, but I don't hate you.
I'll be honest, brother, listen. I just was texting Raheem. I want to give a book autograph to all my family on Morning Glow, every one of you. I don't want y'all to pay. This is my gift to you all. I didn't want to mail it to your home because if some stuff break down, you said I can't get my address. I wanted to do. So I'm always taking security. So what I wanted to do, I wanted to send a case to Raheem, and Raheem, I want you who know everybody.
Yeah.
To please make sure that they would get my book.
Absolutely.
All right, please.
Absolutely.
And I mail a case to you, and I want everybody to have it. This is a gift. I'm sure y'all going to enjoy it.
Praise God.
And
Thank
at the same time, brother Raheem has my information, and I'm giving him permission, my dear brother, to give you my information, and you can call me and we can set it up. All right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Good deal. Good deal.
That's pretty much it. I was delivered from hatred. I hated. White man was Yahuwah's create the devil, and I was supposed to take his head out in my spirit. You know, I was thinking about a thing. Some time ago, Minister Farrakhan was speaking. He talked about Hitler as being a great man, but he said a wickedly great man. They tore him up. They ripped him all kind of way. I read Mein Kampf. I read pretty much the history of this whole development, the Nazi movie and all that stuff. So it don't make me bad because I read Mein Kampf and get the strength that's in him like I do from Nietzsche, like I do from all the ancients that wrote and thought about these things before me. But Tucson, I don't hate you. I appreciate you. I watch your work. I listen to your word, and I see that hardness in your heart. I pray that God will work on that because then nothing comes from hate, but hate comes back to you. God is not mocked. As you sow, so shall you reap. Your words are seeds you plant into the universe that spins off and sends back to you what you put out. So I'm putting out love to you, but not sincerely do that. And everyone that's offended with how I present myself and my opinions on stuff. You as a person, I love you. Your political point of views, I try to put out where I see it a little different.
Good deal. Good deal.
And Raheem.
Yes.
Okay, so I know that was directed at me. That's fine. I don't really care.
No, it wasn't.
Let me say this. So when we keep talking about hating or whatever, because I said I hate this man, you know why I hate him? Because the Bible says to hate evil. And as far as I'm concerned, I have seen nothing but evil come from him. So when I say I hate him, I'm talking about I hate the evil that he represents. And I will never stop hating that. My Bible, the book that I live by, says that I should hate evil. You can look for it all through the Bible and you can find about hating what is evil. The Bible talks about it.
I don't see it that way. I don't. I see Jesus brought a different message.
Hold on, Mr. Hicks. Let her finish. I'll come back to you if I need to, but let her make a point.
Yes, sir.
Right. Was he done? Because I thought he was done.
Go ahead, Cassandra.
Okay, so when I say hating him, I'm talking about the evil that he represents, period. And ain't nobody showed me nothing yet good that this man did. So when the people were oppressed, when God's people was oppressed, God got angry and he did some things. And I believe that is what is about to happen in this country, because there is an oppression that is taking place that is hurting the poor, the sick, those in prison, and you have one person at this point orchestrating all of that. So yes, I hate him. And for that reason only, because of the evil that he represents. So yeah, you can put me down for that.
Okay. Mr. Hicks, you want to respond to that? And Joseph, I'm coming to you next, sir.
I just want to say honestly, when I said that, I wasn't talking about anybody in particular. I'm talking about human beings. I'm talking about what I found in my life, what I experienced. I wasn't pointing out to you. I was pointing out to Tucson, basically trying to say, I don't hate him. I don't hate him for how he, that's all I was saying, but that wasn't you. But that, again, is what people do. You projected that on you. I was never talking about you.
Okay.
You did. And so just be honest. You did. Anybody on here that could not see that that was directed toward me, then you need to reassess your thinking, because I know I'm not crazy and I do not play around when it comes to what I discern. I know when it's talking to me. And
Okay, good deal. Hold on. Let's, we're looking at the time. I want to go to Joseph, and if y'all want, I have a conversation with both of y'all off air, and we can actually get to some kind of hopefully agreement on what's going on. Yeah, exactly. Joseph, what's on your heart, brother?
Yes.
I'm just taking in everything that everyone is saying. I'm so glad, man, that we are awake and aware and alert and got our finger on the pulse, because things are going to change real rapidly, and it's already in their handbook. We're just discovering everything they wrote in it. But you can pretty much anticipate, wicked scheme. When people are about evil and wickedness, you can pretty much predict where they're trying to go next. I mean, you could see it.
Yeah.
It's right there in front of us. As far as, our response to it, God gave us the ability to, to embrace and the ability to cast away. There's time for everything. There's a time, to sing and dance, and there's a time to mourn, and there's a time to refrain from that. So there's a time for everything. I despise certain people's actions. I despise it. Okay. And if they don't embrace the truth, accept the truth, when so many people giving it to them, then it tells me that their understanding is either darkened, or they don't fear God, or they don't love their fellow man or their neighbor. So, I can see it.
Good deal. Well, I'm looking at the clock, and it's pretty much time for us. It's actually on 10:05. But hey, Cap, are you still there? Cap, you still with us, right? Cap, you there? Cap, wake up and go to sleep. I see him there. Cap D, you there? Okay, I thought he was still there. Rico, talk to me, brother.
Man. I like the way he ended with Joseph, man. I think he could have left it right there. He said what I said in a more peaceful and eloquent way.
You say peaceful?
You
say peaceful, Rico?
I mean,
yeah, I'm just picking
well,
at you.
he says it in a more, I say, pleasant way.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's easier to understand.
Yeah.
And I got a different type of passion that comes off a little more aggressive, and sometimes I can't even express myself the way that I should to get across. But everything he said, man, some people choose to ignore this, and sadly, it's a good number of people. And if we're just awakening to this, I got a problem with that, because we should be on top of this by now. And it's scary to me that we continue to be in the same cycle. I mean, we are in a better place in some situations. I don't want to just look at everything as just down. But in some places that we should be doing much better in, we're not. And those are some important places, important, levels of life, especially when it comes to our community.
Yeah.
We burying our youth at a high rate, man. Can't ignore that.
Yeah.
So I mean, if these youth that we're burying, And the ones that we seeing doing all this wild and out, man, these are the ones that are going to be the biggest victims.
Mm-hmm.
And we as elders, you know, we have a job on our hands trying to do our part to make sure that our future remains in place.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, man, if somebody don't do something soon, man, we will continue to be a bigger loser than we already have been.
Exactly.
Cassandra said it. We always the target,
Mm-hmm.
brown and black people.
Yep.
Brown and black people. Sooner or later, we got to realize that we're going to have to move or put more efforts towards some of these things that we should be paying more attention to. So we won't be victims or be surprised by some of the actions of this devil who has been proving himself since we've been over here.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Exactly. Good deal. Cap, you still with us, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, Cap. Now,
Let me say this. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You say that you're just an old frustrated Baptist preacher, right?
That's all. Just old frustrated Baptist preacher. I joined the Muslims because they fit more to my life.
Good deal. Well, I'm hang around because I'm gonna get you the prayers out today. But you wanted to say something?
Yeah, I wanted to say, listen, the Honorable Minister Farrakhan coined this phrase with us in the nation, and is rise above your emotions
Mm-hmm.
and get into the thinking of God.
Thinking of God.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We all must rise above our emotions
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
and get into the thinking of God.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
We become more emotional than the Creator.
Yes.
Mm.
Let's get past the emotions, because it's nothing. See, when you use the word emotions, you talk about pain, hurt, feeling, glad, joy.
Mm-hmm.
All of that is emotions. But
Mm-hmm.
rise above it.
Yeah.
And let's get into the thinking
Thinking
of
of
God.
Mm-hmm.
Not what we think, what we feel.
Yeah.
We can't claim that we believe in Jesus and don't practice it. We can't claim that we believe in Allah and we don't. That make us hypocrites.
Mm-hmm.
And then when somebody check us on what we say we believe in, then we go on the defensive.
Mm-hmm.
You can't have it both ways, either or.
Yeah.
I don't fear nobody but God.
Mm-hmm.
I bleed out on that one. Not no Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Now, I don't care, even the minister. I believe in God.
Mm-hmm.
If I believe there's going to be a race riot, then God permitted it.
Mm-hmm.
If I believe there's a hope, then God permitted it.
Mm-hmm. Good
I'm
deal.
not going to be on no scare tactic show.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be peaceful. I'm going to leave it into the Creator's hand.
That's right.
And
That's
I mean,
right.
that's just the way it is.
Good deal.
And
Good.
let God be God.
Mm-hmm.
And the next one I'm going to give y'all is out of the Quran. It's in the second surah, the 45th verse of the Holy Quran. It says, seek assistance to God with patience and prayer.
Mm-hmm.
And then it says that is hard except for the humble ones. Seek assistance through patience and prayer. That is hard except for the humble ones. I needed that.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't say seek prayer, then patience. It says seek patience. That's something we don't have, y'all. We don't have patience.
Yeah.
But the Quran says seek it and then pray. It says it's not easy. It made it very clear. It's hard except for the humble ones.
Good deal. Good
That's
deal.
all I got to say, my brother.
Good deal. Well, we're going to do our closeout right now. Anybody have anything less than 30 seconds they want to say before we get out of here? Less than 30 seconds.
Peace upon you.
Good deal. Good. Anybody else?
I was gonna say we say it all the time in regards to like marriages about hardening our hearts, and thank you for the segue for me to say this. But it's not just towards marriages that we harden our hearts about, and so let's soften our hearts and actually let God in and do the hard work to follow Him.
Good deal. Good deal. Cassandra Alexander Green, are you there? Cassandra?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am with my faithful self.
Well, listen. What's going on at 3 o'clock? Then tell me what's going on at 3 o'clock before your phone cut off. Tell me real quickly.
If you have not part of the show and would like to see it All hear it is. It's a charity. Tune in. EKMMediagroup.com.
Good deal. Good deal. Well, pledge time. Y'all gonna say the pledge with me? Friday, you gonna say the pledge with us? Oh, Friday then hung up, Lord Jesus. Tucson, you might be well, you might get a couple people to help you out today. Hey, Joseph, I need you to help with the pledge, brother. Anybody else that want to say it, repeat after me. Joseph, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, y'all repeat after me. I will take this day
I will take this day
and be the best that I can be.
and be the best that I can be.
Do the best that I can
Do the best that I can.
and help as many people as I can to do the same thing.
And help as many people as I can to do the same thing.
I promise to do it with love,
I promise to do it with love,
compassion,
compassion,
and the grace of God,
and the grace of God,
giving him all the honor,
giving him all the honor,
all the praise,
all the praise,
and all of the glory.
and all of the glory.
In the name of my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
In the name of my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Amen, amen, and amen. Now, Tucson, I got to ask you, what did you hear, brother?
I had to pull it up, man, because I don't know, Joseph, Mr. Hicks, I think it was, and myself, we were doing, man, we sound like the Williams brothers. Sweep around your own front door as you before you try to sweep around mine.
Okay, all right. Rico, I think Rico, he had to take off, so I can't ask him what he heard, but I'm sure he probably heard. I'm sure he heard something this morning. I'm sure he heard something. But Cap, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Can I get you to pray us out, sir?
I'll be very honored.
Praise God. There you go.
Thank you so much. Heavenly Father, we seek thy refuge from anxiety and grief. We seek thy refuge from lack of strength and laziness. We seek thy refuge from cowardice and niggardliness. Oh God, we seek thy refuge from being overpowered by debt and the oppression of men. Oh Father, grant me which is lawful. Keep me away with is prohibited. And with your wonderful, wonderful grace, free me from what? Of what is beside thee. Put your hands of protection over everybody on this line and have them to have a peaceful and safe weekend until we come together, especially a special prayer for our dear brother Raheem. Thank you, Raheem, for bringing such minds together in God's name. We say, amen.
Amen. Amen. Amen. It's been a great broadcast. I want to thank everybody for joining this morning. I want to thank you for allowing DKM Media Group and Associates and the Morning Glow for being a part of your day. It is now 10:17. You're about to exit the Morning Glow, but before you go, I want you to do me two favors, if you will. One, I want you to continue to pray for us because we are certainly praying for each and every one of you. Number two, why this is real simple. I want you to go out there, find somebody, and give them a hug because you never know. It could be the only hug that they get, or it could very well be their last. Love you, and ain't nothing you could do about it. Have a great day and a better tomorrow. We'll shine some of this light on you from the Morning Glow. Take it out there into this wicked and cruel world that we live in and let your light so shine. If you get an opportunity, give somebody some love. You just might find some love in return. Won't that be a beautiful thing? Have a great day. Take care of each other. And please, please, please be blessed. Give somebody some love and truth. They would appreciate it, and I'm sure that you will as well. Have a great day. Talk to you Monday morning, if God says the same. Have a great weekend, y'all. Love ya.
Welcome to the stage where hearts unfold in the morning glow, stories untold. Let's paint with words, a masterpiece of art, where dialogues bloom, igniting every heart. Let's tap into the ocean of thoughts, where waves of healing gently salt. Let's paint with words, a masterpiece of art, where dialogues bloom, igniting every heart. Let's dive into the ocean of thoughts, where waves of healing gently sought. Together we'll mend, stitch by stitch, in the morning glow. Let's make the switch. A symphony of voices, harmonizing the air, echoing truth, banishing despair. Let's sow seeds of unity, watch them grow in this garden of hope under the morning glow. Let's bridge the gaps, erase the line, in the tapestry of hearts that love shine. With every word, a step we take towards a brighter dawn for all our sake. Welcome to the morning glow, where dreams take flight in this realm of possibilities. Let's unite, together we stand, hand in hand, healing the nation across the land. Let's dive into the ocean of thoughts, where waves of healing gently sought. Together we'll mend, stitch by stitch, in the morning glow. Let's make the switch. Let's dive into the ocean of thoughts, where waves of healing gently sought. Together we'll mend, stitch by stitch, in the morning glow. Let's make the switch. Let's symphony of